stand, we'll fight. It's not over till it's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DreamHack TV6 studio. And why are we here? Well, we're here for the Diablo 3 launch of their expansion. It's going to be the Reaper of Souls. It's coming out in just 2 hours, and I'm going to try and make that 2 hours just pass so easily. That is my task. Of course, I've got a lot of help here from the guys at DreamHack and also at Blizzard. We're going to be bringing you some really cool stuff, I hope. We've got some celebrities in the studio. We've got some celebrities going to remote in over Skype. We've also got some Blizzard developers here that we'll be talking to, and we've even got cosplay. So if that's not good enough, well, I don't know what is, but let's make it a little bit better for you guys at home. So if you're watching over on Twitch TV, we're even going to have some contests for you, and that's all going to happen tonight. So hopefully these 2 hours are going to be easy, and we're about ready to start this off. So let's start the countdown and get ready to do the Diablo 3 Reapers of Souls launch.
No one can stop death. You should all run.
Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. Pre-order now at Diablo.com.
All right, welcome back. And I said we had some celebrities, and in the transition, Bruno, you're already laughing at me.
Yeah,
what was that about?
That was an amazing introduction. I was already hooked into everything.
I thought I said something wrong. I was like, is it the Reaper of Souls? I was like, you're just laughing. You were
no,
like,
you are correct.
Yeah,
this is the Reaper of Souls.
It is the Reaper of Souls. All right, so we're here in the studio. We've got Bruno, who, as far as I can tell, I don't know why you're here. They told me there was a party here, right? And I put on my party clothes and I came. But yeah, that's me. How are you? I'm okay. Honestly, I'm really excited for the launch of Reaper of Souls. I'm a big Diablo fan. For anybody who, I'm going to intro myself right now, right? I'm going to take the spotlight.
Go ahead.
I was world third, I think, to level 60. I also did the first ever Diablo 2 competitive 1v1 duel on a platform called Starlands.
Did you win though?
I lost. I played a Hamadin versus a Sork, and he just kept on teleporting away, and you were allowed to use pots, and you could spam pots. And I didn't realize you could transmog pots back then in the little Rubik cube, and so he had better pots than me, so he won. It was really bad.
Damn.
But speaking of people who are actually good at Diablo, as opposed to me, we've got Kungan here. How's it going, Kungan?
Hello, it's going good.
I guess a lot of people are probably familiar with you, but if they're not, do you want to give us a little bit of a background?
Yeah.
And why you're on fire?
Am I?
You kind of are.
There's a lot of smoke in here.
Well, I'm mostly known from World of Warcraft, where I had a guild called Nihilum. And also, I'm pretty known as a streamer on Twitch TV. And the first game I streamed was Diablo. And
oh, really?
Yes.
You streamed Diablo first? Which was Diablo 3?
Yeah, I started streaming with Diablo 3. Yes, it was the first time I streamed.
Okay, and you were like, because I remember watching you Diablo 3, you were pretty much the hardcore or go home player.
Exactly, always hardcore, yes. What? You had to begin on softcore though, you know, to learn the game and also to make a hardcore character.
Okay, right. I got half your answer there, because apparently, Bruno, I don't know what you've done with your microphone, but I need to hand you this. Kungan needs it.
Oh,
you need this microphone apparently.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how are you going to play Diablo with a microphone in your hands? It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Be very hard.
I'll hold it for you.
So you did Nihilium. You streamed a lot of Diablo content. You excited for Reaper of Souls? What do you know?
Of course, I'm super excited. I actually haven't tried a game. I had never played a beta, so everything is going to be completely new for me, and that's how I like it, you know. It's not as fun to try it before and then to play it again. You wanna feel it the first time live.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing the same thing, but then I had to read up on everything because they were like, "Hey, you should come on the show and talk about Diablo," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm really excited to do so."
I'm still in the unknown.
All right, so Bruno, your experience, because you're here on our panel.
I'm kind of new to Diablo 3. I played the beta way back when, and I didn't play the game, but this is like the right opportunity for me to get sold in the game right now, because I'm playing here with Vest, and yeah, he's going to walk me through a little bit to the game, and maybe by the end of the stream, I'll just buy everything together.
Yeah? Maybe the collector's edition.
Yeah, I mean, I have it right here, right? Could get him to sign it for me
we're going
as
to talk about the collector's edition a little bit later, because that will potentially be one of our contests. But back to you, Kungun. You were doing a lot of like world firsts in World of Warcraft, right?
Yes.
So when you came over to Diablo, did you get anything like kind of that competitive, you know, nothing new? Did you go for a world first in Diablo 3, the original?
In the beginning, I wasn't actually racing. I had a LAN with a few friends, but we were doing very good. And we were one of the first people that came to hardcore. So we started to race to get a world first on hardcore. And we did not succeed. It went to Creparian. But I think we were the first group to kill Butcher on Inferno, at least.
Okay, cool. And so with Reaper of Souls, you're going to be here in the studio, and you're going to be playing a little bit of Diablo with Bruno.
Yes, that's correct.
So you're gonna be starting hardcore, because that's you.
I mean, as if it was not enough challenge, right? He has it so easy in hardcore that we had to add another
Bruno.
extra. Yeah, exactly.
So while we're in the studio and the show's going on, you guys were playing hardcore. We're going to check in with you a little bit. What are you going to play?
I'm going to be playing a mage, and I'll try my best to carry Bruno, but I know it's going to be very hard.
And Bruno, what are you playing?
I'm going to be playing a Witch Doctor just because I will summon stuff and just stay away.
Okay,
Hope to leave.
minions.
Yes.
Minions all over.
Minions.
All right, so that's what you're going to be playing. And of course, with Reaper of Souls, you've got plans, surely. What are you doing? When it happens?
Well, right after the show, I have a full group ready that are waiting for me, and we're just going to start playing all out, probably for around 30 hours straight once the show ends. Yeah.
I just want to give you an idea of how much Kungun hasn't prepared, by the way, to do this. When we were like talking about specs backstage, and we were just on our level 60s, like Diablo vanilla, I was like, hey dude, you should totally try out this wizard spec that was the arcane torrent spec, right? And you originally were going to go with Frost Orb.
Yeah, Frost Orb spec.
Yeah, Frozen Orb.
And I'm still going to go with it.
You're not going to take my spec? No! I gave you my spec, dude. It's legit.
It is pretty good, but when you play in a group, I kind of prefer the Frost way.
Yeah, but like Arcane Torrent, it goes over walls, you know? What are you going to do with like with Frozen Orb when you get wallers?
When there is wallers, I will be useless, yes, pretty much.
All right, well, you're not going to be useless on the show or to Bruno here, because you're going to carry him through, and we're going to be checking it back with you in just a little bit. So these are our celebrities that we have, and I'm through 2 cards. I've got 20 of these to get through in the 2 hours, so we'll see how that goes. And we're actually going to head over to the sofa now and introduce some of our other guests that we've got in the studio. So there are celebrities over there, but the guys that made the game and enabled them to be celebrities we've got on the couch from Blizzard, it's Jess and Dave. How's it going? Jesse and Dave, sorry. That was definitely Jesse. Yeah. Not Jess, even though it's almost the weekend.
Yeah, not sure.
Okay.
It's almost the weekend.
You guys surely just have to be pretty excited to get this game out, to get this expansion out there to the community.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you work on a game for a long time. You don't get to talk about it. Nobody knows what you're doing. Eventually you say, hey, here's what we're doing, and hopefully people are excited. And then, you have a night like tonight where people get to start playing it. They're already playing it in Asia. In less than 2 hours, they'll be playing it in Europe. It's super exciting.
Yeah, it's awesome, especially that we could come here and be in Sweden for this event. We, like Jesse said, we don't get to say a lot. We're very secretive about our stuff, and when it finally comes out, it's just so awesome to get it out there for the fans. We're so excited to have this launch happen in just less than 2 hours now, and we hope everybody loves it as much as we love making it.
Yeah, and we should actually, I'm just going to make sure, I've just got to give it a microphone. I'm not sure why. I'm going to give it to Jesse, apparently.
Need another microphone?
You need 2 microphones. That's how important you are.
3.
Oh yeah, you actually have one there as well.
I'm hoarding.
That's it.
All right, so just so if people aren't familiar, because as you mentioned, you don't always get to talk, could you just maybe do an introduction on who you are and what you've been doing on the game?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Jesse McCree, in case you missed it earlier, lead content designer for Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Basically, just work on all aspects of design, particularly I worked a lot on adventure mode, the Nephilim Rift system, things like that. So, I mean, designers at Blizzard, we typically just we're filters for ideas. We don't necessarily come up with things. We kind of go, what do people want? What are they asking for? Now with the expansion, we have a good opportunity since, you know, the game's been out to go, people have been playing it. What do they need? Like, what do they want? And we took this expansion as an opportunity to address a lot of feedback. So hopefully they enjoy the game.
What was the kind of big messages they were sending the community, do you think? Like, what did you see?
There's a lot. I mean, I think if you look at what's in the expansion, it's pretty easy to know what people were talking about. We've, you know, adjusted the way loot drops in the game. We've rebalanced a lot of the classes. We've added new ways to play, like adventure mode that I was talking about earlier, where, you know, instead of playing through the campaign linearly over and over again, you can kind of go anywhere and do anything. So, you know, randomized systems like the Nephilim Rifts, people asked for that. We added clans and communities, kind of new ways to communicate with each other.
It's been a lot for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of things in the...
So as the lead content designer, you had to just go through and see what was all kind of feasible and work with the teams on what's actually going to make it in, or I mean, how does that...
I mean, there's a lot of designers on the team, and we're all very collaborative. You know, we talk a lot, we play a lot. I play the game a ton, and go, okay, out of this feedback, like, what can we do, what works, and what makes sense.
Are you happy so far with it? Or are you going to wait until...
No, I think we had a pretty extended beta for this, which was nice. We got a lot of feedback in that, and people had a really positive reception, so...
Yeah, I must agree, like the new loot system you've kind of got in, I wouldn't say a new loot system, but just the way that you've approached legendaries has made the game, for me, super interesting.
Yeah.
Like even more so, like, you know, I loved Diablo 3 when it first came out, obviously all the previous ones as well, but when I was able to kind of get a legendary with like a very special kind of affix on it, it allowed me to kind of rethink my way I wanted to play my hero. So, you know, when I was getting items, I was like, oh, I can do this build. And it really changed how I could play. Well, I was playing Monk, but it gave me lots of different options of how to play it. So I felt it was really good. So we're definitely going to be talking to you a lot more about all the kind of stuff you've been doing, and we'll go into all the new content that you've got in. But Dave, do you want to give us an introduction on what you've been doing on the game?
Yeah, I'm David Adams, lead level designer for Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, and what my group does is we build the content for the game, all of our environments. We work with our designers and artists to create all the tile sets that you run through when you're playing the game. Like, you know, a big challenge for us on this expansion was we wanted to make a really cool city type zone, and so we really went into it with Westmarch, and I think we had some great success there, and we hope fans think the same. We also work on we create all the events for the game, all the little things that you run into when you're out in the world just adventuring around, the things that play into adventure mode now. A lot of those, you know, you'll be sent out to go partake in these specific events, all kinds of adventures throughout the zones, monster attacks, every sort of thing. And
so for you, what was like the most challenging thing? Because obviously you've got one new act, but again, you said you've done all the kind of individual little events that are going on in there. What did you find the most challenging thing to make sure you got the right feel of everything as a level designer?
Well, I think you know, actually, one of the things that was particularly challenging with this was getting the monsters right. We worked a lot with design, art, our character artists, modelers, everything. It was very challenging to get these kind of cool feeling monsters in these zones. We wanted to make sure we had a great vibe. Like Westmarch, we theme all these guys around like the idea of the Angel of Death and Malthael, and they're really themed around that. And we tried to create powers and things that they do in the game that make them feel that way as well. And it was challenging. I mean, we're working up right to the end to get these things working right, and getting that system balanced and getting the right numbers of monsters and things in is always a big challenge.
You happy with it? You got everything you wanted to do?
You know, there's always more that you want to do, but I think I think we did some really great stuff here, and I'm really happy with everything we got in. I get a great team of level designers that just really went all out on this thing and tried to just bring it, and I think they did.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to play through the new act. It definitely looks amazing, and we'll take a little bit more of a look at that a little bit later. But before we do, we have some competitions for you guys at home. We've got some collector's editions here. I don't know if we bought them at the DreamHack Studio. You guys gifted them to us, but either way, we're not keeping them. They will be going away with some of you guys at home over on Twitch TV. So to do that, there's going to be a competition, but also we are going to have Dave and Jesse here for the whole show. So you're here. We've locked you in. There's no escape. So if anybody's got any questions for them, make sure you just head over to Twitter, and you can actually ask a question either specifically for either of them or just to us as well. We'll be checking in on Twitter with you, and just hashtag D3ROS launch. So D3ROS launch, and you'll be able to ask those questions. So are you guys okay when I talk about the competition? Do you reckon we can get these signed by you? Is that cool?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
I'll sign anything you put in front of me.
All right. I hopefully. Oh, okay. Someone actually already anticipated I would, and I've actually got a pen. So I don't know if you want to start off. I think we've got 10.
Yep.
Is the
right over here
the
we got
magic
them all.
number? Yeah. So if you guys just want to grab them, start signing them, and then I'm going to talk about the competition. So these collector's editions will be going home with you guys over Twitch TV. So I hope you actually get a chance to win them. And to get a chance to win them, make sure you enter. And I'm going to quickly catch up on what the contest is. Awesome. Either that or I'm just going to make it up. I'm just going to be like, whoever says the nicest things about me on Twitter are going to take these home.
Oh, I'm going to win that.
Yeah?
I have my phone. I'm ready.
Okay, good. All right, so what you want to need to do is we want you guys to send in selfies, all right? Unboxing on the internet's a big thing. We'll probably do that in just a moment. But we want you to send in a selfie. This is just going to get dangerous. I already know this, so make sure you do it. So what you're going to do is take a selfie of you watching this stream. Okay, so take a selfie of yourself watching this stream. You're going to want to post that on Twitter with the hashtag D3ROS launch, the same place that the same hashtag that you can use to ask questions throughout the show. So if you guys have already asked anything, I don't know if we've got a delay. Jesse's already in there.
I'm going to win.
You're going to ask, like, you okay signing your own box? Is that going to be cool?
Yep. Yeah, I'll sign anything, like I said.
I can sign it as well.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Remember, I lost the first Diablo 2 tournament. Yeah, I think Kungan's signature is actually sought after a lot. So head over to Twitter, hashtag D3ROS launch, and we want to see selfies, and we'll bring them up. So we'll see if there's any questions on Twitter for you guys throughout the show. But for the moment, I guess we can actually get into a collector's edition. All right. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Should we take a look?
Yeah. We'll look at that first.
Yeah, let's go in, and then we can sign them throughout the show. But all right, I don't know where we're going to put this, but you guys want to break into this one?
All right.
All right, so collector's edition. You
could
guys
have taken the wrapper off, though, probably.
We didn't want to make you work for it.
Yeah.
So collector's edition has always been something with the kind of Blizzard franchises, right? Because you have a very big fan base. It's always pretty popular, and you have been offering collector's edition. Like, what do you feel like a collector's edition kind of needs to offer these days as a Blizzard product for people to be like kind of really want it? And not a sense like, what's the breaking point of when they would or wouldn't, but what do you feel that they want in the collector's edition?
I think probably like one of the big things that fans always love is the art book.
So. Yeah, the art book's a must-have. We try to do a lot of cross-promotion stuff, too. We have a lot of great games, and we have a lot of players that play all of our games. So it's always nice to see, like, ooh, if I get this, I get something for this other game that I'm already playing anyway.
Yeah, you've done, there's been a lot of cross-promotion with some of the Blizzard games. I received some stuff in Hearthstone, which I was happy about.
Yeah, I think that'll be happening in this also.
Yep.
And I also got a mount in World of Warcraft, which I was also happy about. I can't remember where I got that, but yeah, let's go through it. But the art book...
art book, first of all.
This is something, I actually worked in a game studio a long time ago, and one of the things that happened in this game studio, we only had 3 artists, we were very small, and they all would buy your art books.
Oh, yeah?
It almost felt like they were like just using it as a reference on what is, kind of this quality of art style, but as fans as well, I mean, this has to be something which is definitely a take home. Do you want to break into that?
Sure. We work with a lot of really talented artists. It's amazing. I look through these and I've seen all the art before, and I've seen people actually working on this stuff, and I can't believe the guys I work with and how talented they are.
We've got Dave doing all the hard work.
Yeah, I know.
I have the mic.
Well, I think mine's working. Otherwise, I've.
All right. So first thing
I'm
in the
just going to
collectors.
do this, so I can't open anything. Sorry, I'm preoccupied.
Nice. Starts out with a cool Crusader shot.
Oh yeah, there might be spoilers in this.
Oh yeah. Can we talk a little bit about the?
I
Just
think.
so people watching, there's definitely going to be spoilers for the story. If you don't want to see that, just close your eyes for a second.
Yeah,
Well,
just
we're not going to
squint.
go through the whole book, though. I don't think.
No.
But as far as like you know what's in it, I mean, what's obviously been the focus outside of art, because you mentioned story, and that's something I wouldn't have seen coming in an art book.
Well, I mean, you see all the characters here, and you see different kind of versions of them. You see a lot of the monsters. So if you haven't been paying attention, like Kungan over here, he's
don't look.
Yeah, don't look.
He just wants
He's
to know
not
what
paying
abilities
attention.
they do.
Yeah, he's going to get some. He's going to get some preview on how to beat these monsters just by looking at their pictures.
Yep. So one cool thing that we have in here, talk a little bit about the augmented reality stuff that's in this book.
The augmented reality, that's something that comes only with the collector's edition, I heard?
Yeah, it's in this art book. So you go to one of these pages, it has a little symbol on there, and you can look at it through a app on your iPhone. And you can, these pictures just pop out at you, and they move around.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm learning everything here today as well, right? So if I get the collector's edition, okay, we got the art book, and then there's also going to be an augmented reality app.
Yeah, there's an app.
And the app is just going to scare me shitless because things are going to pop
Well,
out.
I think it just looks really awesome. We got to take a look at it, Jesse and I, and it's
So what you
pretty
see
cool.
is the actual in-game models, and you get to hear them, and you can zoom in and out and look all around them.
And they move
Oh, that's
around
awesome.
and stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's pretty crazy.
Okay,
So-
all right. So we've got the art book. What else have we got in
What else
the
in the
collector's
box?
edition? I mean,
All right.
how popular are the collector's editions as well? They
I'm not sure. I think the fans
Very.
like them. I don't know like sales numbers or anything like that. So I don't know. I have every collector's edition that there is for Blizzard games so far, and I get them all signed by everybody at the office. Like I think they're super cool.
yeah.
Next we have the soundtrack.
All right.
Some soundtrack.
Yeah, we have awesome composers that we work with also.
And then
The actual game.
Oh, the game
that's
DVD.
pretty important.
Yeah,
That's
that's
important. This is the important part. Everything else is good too, but
Yeah.
I need the game.
You definitely get Reaper of Souls game if you get the collector's edition.
Okay.
Always good to know.
Cool mouse pad.
Nice.
Nice mouse
Kungun,
pad.
you're going to need that while you
Need a
level
mouse
up.
pad for later. Yeah.
You actually need a mouse pad.
Well, there it is.
I'll sign it for you.
There.
How's that, Kungun?
Okay, and we got our behind the scenes
Oh, cool.
DVD.
So,
So you get more of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna want to watch this because I'm in it.
are you?
Yeah, I'm in a featured thing about making of West March. So
Okay.
it's very exciting.
So this was like, it's just all Dave.
Yeah,
So the
just
Dave
some of me,
DVD
it's
comes
like,
in
yep.
there. So behind the scenes stuff. So this was obviously all shot at Blizzard,
Yes,
by Blizzard.
yeah.
This is a kind of, you guys are, just taking through. And how long ago did you start with this? Was it something that you did at the end of production or?
No, we started this probably over a year ago. And there's most of the team is on here in some way, shape, or form. There's a lot of different components that they look at, like monsters, like I said, West March, sound. There are all kinds of different things on the video, and you get to see the team. You get to see the work area that we have, and they kind of wander around and do some little candid shots of folks working on their stuff and everything. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun to watch.
So then there's a couple things that are also in the box that are non-physical.
Yep. So they're not
Like good
Yeah, they're
feelings.
on the box.
Oh yeah.
No,
Good feeling.
like this stuff. There's a pet. There's this little bone dog. I forget what we call him. He's pretty cool. You get a pet for WoW, treasure goblin pet. And then you get portraits for some of the different games. So
All right,
for
nice.
StarCraft.
Yeah, I mean, the collector's edition, I think with the way that you guys really produce games in terms of the polish is definitely a worthwhile purchase for any fan of Blizzard or the Diablo franchise. So that's what you're going to get, guys. I believe this is retailing, I'm going to say European prices because we're in Europe. I'm sorry, even though we're in Sweden, I probably don't know the SEK, but it's going to be €79.99. Definitely, I think for anybody who's a fan, definitely worth getting. And I believe a lot of people, I guess when people come to like BlizzCons and stuff, they often bring stuff that they want signed.
Yeah.
So you probably get to see a few of these throughout the year as well. So that's really cool. So going back to art as well, we took a little look at the art book. We're actually going to ask you guys a little bit later on if you guys want to get involved in doing some fan art. So we're going to get some fan art on the show. We already, I think you have a lot of fans either way on your community, and you've got some great fan art, but we'll see if we can get the community involved in that. I'll give you guys a little bit of information. Thanks for taking us through this. Really nice to see the collector's edition. We're going to be back to talk with you in a little while, more about the game. So we're going to go into the kind of the Crusader, the Rifts, the Adventure mode, and we're going to get some answers. So we're going to see what you guys were thinking and how cool it's going to be. But before we get to there, we're going to head off and speak to some of the community members in Diablo 3 and what they're excited to see with the launch of Reaper of Souls.
Hello everyone, my name is Agentis, and you most probably don't recognize my name, but I have been an active member of Polish Diablo scene for over 40 years. And today I'd like to share with you some of my personal thoughts about the release of Reaper of Souls. You know, I remember the year 2001 when we celebrated the release of the first expansion set for Diablo 2, the Lord of Destruction, and I remember all the new features that were introduced in this game. And you know what? I think we're going to have the same situation today. I had a chance to play the Reaper of Souls back in the times of beta, and I gotta tell you, the game really owns. We have tons of new features, we have a new playable class, we have a new 5th act, we have dozens of different items, dozens of different monsters, and also we have a pretty nice soundtrack. You know, I have prepared myself for this video, and behind me you see a small castle. Just a tiny keep. The view is pretty decent though. But if you really want to see a nice and huge fortress, such as the Pandemonium Fortress, then grab yourself a copy of Reaper of Souls, and I see you on Battle.net.
Diablo 3 of Reaper of Souls is just about to come out, and I am so ready to introduce this guy to this guy.
Hey everyone, JH here. I am one of the community MVPs for the US D3 forums. Can't wait to smash Malthael's face in. So, catch you all in Sanctuary.
Diablo was defeated. For a time it seemed we would know peace, but it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the Black Soul Stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished, and you should all run. Malthael. Why? The Nephilim will stop you. No one can stop death.
Welcome back to the DreamHack TV6 studio, where we're here for the Diablo Reaper of Souls launch. I'm James, and you guys are the audience, but sat with me is Jesse and Dave, and Jesse's been taking pictures of himself for our competition. Remember, we mentioned that earlier. I promise I won't let him win. I hope you guys win, and we'll make sure that happens. So all you got to do is take a selfie if you watching the stream, and make sure you hashtag, I want to say D3
ROS launch.
Okay, he's taking my job. This is going.
Hopefully that's it. That's what I do.
Can I have your job though? Is that okay? I could be switch. I could be lead.
I'm not as interesting as you, so. Yeah.
Okay. You flatter me. Yeah, so make sure you do that selfies. We'll be checking a little bit later on those. But before, we were just talking about the collector's edition and what you get. And in the art book, we took a look at some of the artwork you did, but also your community very avid on supporting your games. They fall in love with your franchises, and rightfully so. And you've got a big community for fan art, and you even have a section, I believe, on your community websites.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, how's that going? Did you ever expect such a response and such quality art to come in?
I think, as long as there's been Blizzard games, there's been fan art for it. And it's always really exciting to watch. The level of quality just seems to go up every day. I'm constantly impressed with stuff that people are drawing. And, yeah, it's honestly amazing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty incredible that you have the fan base that just goes out there and does this amazing work. Some of the stuff that they put up is just incredible, and we get a lot of times we send stuff around internally, like when somebody sees something like super awesome, they're like, man, you got to look at this one, and it's pretty cool that these guys do this stuff.
Yeah, we've actually got some of the art. If you guys at home are watching, you're like, oh wow, this Blizzard art looks amazing. This is fan art on some of your websites, and we got it up here. There's Azul. Was he the guy that made you freeze?
Yeah,
that's him.
Yeah,
he still does.
He's annoying. Yeah, he was a pain the first time you got to him with low gear, because you'd be like, oh dear, I don't want to be frozen in this situation. So you mentioned there, Dave, that a lot of people send stuff in and you're amazed, and you even send it around internally. Yeah. Is there ever been situations where you're like, okay, this person is so good that if they ever came and said they would want a job, and if they sent in some of this as their resume, is that a helpful thing? Or has that ever happened?
That actually has happened. The most recent one, there might be others, the most recent one I can think of was actually Diablo fan art, was a female barbarian, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he wound up with a job at Blizzard. And I think we initially found him based on that fan art, so.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'm gonna start drawing.
Start drawing.
I have absolutely no skill whatsoever in art, unfortunately. But I can tell people to draw for me. That could be good. All right, the fan art section's particularly good, and as you said, you guys are really impressed with it. I'm really impressed with it. So if anybody is if you're just watching the stream and you're just doodling, you're in MS Paint, you're more than welcome to send some in. Hashtag D3 ROS launch. I know we're doing the selfie competition, but maybe if you really impress us, just don't steal any art from me, okay? Because I actually have a portfolio and it's wicked. All right. We're going to come back and join you guys in a little bit. Okay. I'm going to head over to the panel and see how Kungun and Bruno are doing in their D3 adventures, and hopefully it's going okay. So I'll see you in a moment, Dave and Jesse, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about some of the features.
Yep,
sure.
See you in a bit. All right, Bruno, Kungun, as I almost trip over.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, you're only alive because you started late. I already know this.
Come on, you don't know that.
Do we even have like in-game footage of what you're doing? Can we bring up?
I guess we can. Like right now we're in town. Just timely, as you said, we're going to them.
I need to give you another mic, Kungan. Oh, really? I don't know what's going on with our sound. I think it's all the smoke. Smoke is a dangerous interferer with sound.
There you go.
All right. I don't even know. Are we able to get feeds?
It's going to be a bit hard to play now with one hand, but
that's hardcore, man.
Hardcore.
Exactly.
Right, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to ruin the camera shot. All right. So you've just left town.
We just went to Cathedral, right?
What level are you?
5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
What difficulty are you playing on?
Expert. We can't play more than expert on this account because it's like new characters.
Okay. And you're the witch doctor.
I'm the witch doctor. These are my 3 dogs, and these are my spiders.
And Kungan is the one-handed sorceress.
Yes.
And you picked the witch doctor basically because you didn't want to die.
Yes, that's pretty much how it goes. Like, let my pets do the tanking. I just throw spiders at people.
Are you assuming Kungan's one of your pets?
Yeah, he kind of is.
Okay. So a lot of people have been playing the the content, getting ready. Have you been Kungan played any of the original content from D3 to get ready for the expansion?
Yes, I've been playing a lot the last 1.5 weeks, and I have 7 level 60 characters ready to go in case I would die. So yeah,
Bruno, you're
that's the preparation so far.
Hardcore gamer.
I didn't have the health bars of the enemies. I couldn't see the HP. Now I can.
Any legendaries?
No, so far. I think I have a blue. Is that good enough? Yeah,
how far do you think you'll get by the time Kungan needs to leave and actually go play the expansion?
Well, I think the 100% experience buff is gone because the expansion is going to go up. Well, I was counting on that to get to level 60, but might get to level 40 only.
Right. I'm just
That's
happy.
Far?
Just kidding.
I'm just happy you're alive. And were you able to make a hardcore? Because you haven't completed the game yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We could
somehow you hacked it.
This might be his second character, but I don't want to, spoil anything.
Okay. It's called second try for a reason.
So how are you enjoying it though, Bruno? Like,
it's really good so far. Fortunately, we have a good composition. Otherwise, I would be really, really sad. But I like playing it safe, and it's working out so far. So
actually, like the thing about Bruno's experience with Diablo, some of his friends actually got him into the original, and they were just like, "Look, come and just power level him," and so you never really got to experience it. So my advice for you, Kungan, with Bruno, is take it slow.
Slow and gentle. That's how I like
we'll
it.
take it quickly then.
All right.
For some extra action.
So while we're over here, I guess we should check in with what's been happening on Twitter. I don't know if you guys want to help join me and take a look at what's been going on. You're more than welcome to pause, but make sure you don't die and pick up all the gold.
Yeah, I think we need to go to town.
Yeah. We've only got an hour and 20 minutes as well. Almost an hour and 20 minutes till launch. So we've got some tweets already coming in. This is from Nate, the Barkeep. That's a cool name. Watching the D3 launch with the crew at Battleland Brew. We are ready for the Crusader.
Yeah, that's what everyone's looking forward to, right?
Yeah.
New class.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that with Jesse and Dave. But the Crusader, I think, one thing I'm really interested about the Crusader, they seem to have brought back given purpose to the shield outside of the barb needing it just to play hardcore, right?
Yeah, the thing that interests me the most is like when we talked earlier, you told me that they don't have the 30% less damage taken like the barb and the monk has.
Yeah.
And before every melee class I've had it, but the Crusader doesn't apparently.
Yeah,
so that's very interesting.
Yeah, I think from the Crusader, of what I know, it doesn't have it, but also I think a lot of the abilities actually are based off like the shield block and the shield percent and shield block amount, and it can actually affect in terms of how much damage you do. And I think there's also a talent where you can actually hold a shield and a two-hander. So we'll talk about Jesse and Dave with that a little bit later. So let's see what else we got on the board. This is our amazing LED screen. It's going to change every once in a while. There's a selfie.
Oh, look at that selfie.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. I wonder if they're allowed to play.
Do you think they play hardcore already?
I think Diablo's like 16 plus. I think both of them together might not be old enough, but I think it might be okay if they watch, as long as he doesn't go to any scary areas. So awesome selfie there. I believe the people in production will know who it's from. There's a selfie watching on a laptop. Look at those handsome people on the screen. He's in shock with how handsome they are on his Twitch TV. So that's our second selfie. This guy, peace sign.
I like his pajamas.
Pajamas are pretty awesome. He's
ready for the night.
Like, basically, he's told his parents he's going to bed, and then secretly he's got in his pajamas, he's gone into his bed, and he's like, they've gone to sleep, he's broke out, he's like, I'm staying awake all night until Diablo 3. Either that, or he's up early in America. There's another selfie. That is really a selfie. That's about as close as you can get in a selfie.
Yep.
Before it becomes a close.
Nice shot of everything there.
Ergonomic keyboard as well. I like that one.
Oh, look at that.
That's Tyrael.
Right? That is Tyrael. I didn't recognize that. That's a cool Tyrael as well. And just a reminder, this contest is still going on. So keep sending in your selfies. Still Series headset and America.
Yep.
This guy is representing
absolutely.
esports.
Yep.
That's what's happening here. And he's got dual screens. Another selfie. Look at those
it's really hard
walls.
to take your face and the screen and focus at the same time.
Yeah, I'm impressed they've done it.
I am, proud of them. That guy's
good beard. That guy literally just got off work.
Yeah.
Or he's still at work.
Looks like he, I mean, that's not a gaming mouse, but that's a work mouse.
There's definitely business cards in the background. So somewhere in the world, there's a guy not working because Diablo 3 is coming out. Hopefully, he's got the hard drive space for Diablo 3.
I think that's a very common thing around the world right now.
All right. This, I don't know if we've got any more. Yeah, we're still going. On Twitch TV. He hasn't got us full screened. A lot of people, they want the Twitch chat.
They like the chat. There's lots of spam of giveaway on the chat right now as well. I don't think it works that way, but hey.
Yeah, all right. I want to say he's giving me the finger.
No, that's the wrong finger.
It is the wrong finger. I'm quite happy about that.
He also has an beard.
I also think he's working as well. He also has an emblem. We've just caught many people at work. Make sure you still get your selfies in, by the way. Some of these are awesome. Wow, okay. This guy looks scary. This is Diablo scary. He's really got the theme. Like, he's just got the right shade of darkness. It's not him who looks scary.
No, it's just the composition of the picture, you know? This is like advanced photography right here.
That's very Diablo there.
Right.
I like that one. But yeah, make sure you get your entries in over Twitter, sorry.
How do they have to do it again?
D3ROS launch. Take a selfie and send it in. And we also have an additional competition. We mentioned some fan art. If you guys wanted to do some fan art, we're going to be giving away some ROS t-shirts for fan art.
So what kind of fan art is it? Anything you want?
It could be Diablo
related?
It could be Diablo. It could be us. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
If you want to mix the two, you could do like me, Bruno, and Kungun as Diablo characters. If you were a Diablo character, which one would you be?
Okay.
Oh my god, it's already started.
Probably
it's
the Barbarian.
Is that me or is that Bruno?
No, that's me. Like, don't you remember that hat?
Oh yeah. What stats do you think that hat would have?
I think lots of intelligence because there's a big brain inside it.
I'm not even sure if that's someone's done that at home or that's just production with like too much spare time. Okay, so there's definitely a competition going on here.
Yes.
You are Diablo there. Bruno.
I am Diablo.
Very cool shades.
It's like it's matching my colors. That's the point.
I look pretty cool with my hood.
Yeah.
They even made sure they got the hair in it as well. I'm pretty happy.
You look a little bit pale though. You need more sun with that hood.
Dude, I play a lot of Diablo. I don't go out and get sun. All right, so you guys are sending those in. Make sure you keep sending any fan art with us in it or just fan art about the game. We've got t-shirts to give away for Reaper of Souls. But before I move away, guys, I'm going to give you a challenge.
What?
Well, since you're still alive, I'm quite happy about that. But if you want to, you're more than welcome to join the fan art competition. How's your skills?
I think that would be unfair with me, really. I'm really good at drawing.
You're not.
I'm really good at drawing.
You're also really bad at video games. I'm surprised you're alive.
I am.
I'm very known for making very pretty strategy pictures on Paint from World of Warcraft. So
I've actually seen those.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Were you impressed?
Cannot disclose.
I mean, it was more Picasso-y.
Yes, indeed.
That was definitely the style. But are you guys okay? I mean, you've stayed alive so far. You're more than welcome to keep on playing. But if you want to fit in some fan art, Bruno, you're cracking your knuckles. You're ready to go.
My body's ready.
All right, so I'll tell you what, we'll check back with your hardcore characters in a little bit. We'll also check back if you want to get involved in the fan art, and I don't think any of you will come up with anything good.
We'll see.
Kungan's will just be circles and strategies of how to get through the new act. That will be it. That will be the fan art. All right, well, we'll see if you can do that. So we're going to go away just for a moment. And when I say just for a moment, I mean momentarily, and we'll be right back. We're actually just under 1 hour, 15 minutes away. So 1 hour, 15 minutes left before we actually get the launch and we get to play the game. I'm looking forward to it. So we'll be back and we'll be talking to Jesse and Dave again. We'll be going more into the game. We've also got some cosplayers, and we're going to be talking to some more Diablo 3 personalities who will be calling in via Skype. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Athene in game, and my hashtag is 1780, and I'm really looking forward to Reaper of Souls because I want to try out and kill the end boss on Torment 6 world first. I'm also really looking forward to the new community system because you can add as many people as you want. We don't have like a friend cap, so I can do community events and stuff. Reaper of Souls has changed some core dynamics, and I really want to see how that's going to work out. Like, for example, there is no auction house anymore. Also, all legendaries are bind on pickup, and there is no cap anymore on leveling. You can basically get as many Paragon levels as you want. And what I'm also very excited about is that the Diablo 3 team has a lot more in store for patches after Reaper of Souls launch, so I cannot wait for that. Either way, if you want to play with me, feel free to add me, and if you want to see the progress to the world first attempt, make sure to check out twitch.tv/AtheneLive.
Hello, my name is Rivid, I am from Poland. I want to say only one thing: Reaper of Souls is coming at last, and it's a really amazing day for fans of Diablo series. Some time ago I was invited to Reaper of Souls beta tests, and it was for me a great experience. I remember when I just jumped into the game and started streaming the first day. That was really cool. We had access to almost every part of the game, and for everyone it was unexpected, but still it was a good move. We sent a massive feedback to Blizzard, and we done our job. I think it was a good time. But hey, expansion is coming out right away. I think it will change Diablo 3 in a positive way. There is a dark gothic mood. We can get amazing epic loot from rifts, bounties, and adventure mode. We have new Paragon system, Crusaders, and the auction house has been closed. Thank you, Josh, for this. And I personally believe that feature called ladders will come to us soon. I hope so. At the end, I would say, remember Nephalem, no one can stop death. See you in game.
Welcome back to the launch here for the Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, courtesy of the DreamHack TV studio and the guys at DreamHack. We also got Blizzard down here as well. Sorry we took an extended break. We just felt there wasn't enough smoke in the studio.
Well,
so
you said it was a launch. It's a rocket launch, you see?
Dude, it's like I'm actually, I don't know if you guys can see, but like just off, there's actually like a step down, and I feel like it's a void because I cannot see the floor right now. So that's what we did in the break, and that's why it was a little bit extended. But thanks for staying with us, and we'll continue with the show. I'm only on card number 7. I get to go to card 20, and that's when I know my job is done. But of course, we're almost an hour away. Just almost an hour, so we're halfway there. Kungun, are you getting in the mindset for it?
Slowly.
Yeah, I think you're going to do like streaming.
There's still an hour left.
Yeah, you're going to stream for like 30 hours or something, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, you got to keep
as long as I can stay.
Yeah. Has Bruno given you any good tips so far in terms of how to play and what things to be careful of? Because Bruno, I've noticed, is getting quite into it right now.
Not really, not really.
No, not yet. He's getting quite into it though. Like even when we were in break, when we were like, "Oh yeah, we're coming back," Bruno was like, "No, we can clear. We can clear." So you ended up clearing out a room just before we came back.
Yep.
So yeah, you guys, wow, the amount of selfies we've had sent in. Normally, you know, if you send them, I guess we've got to show them. We've got more selfies. Just to give you an idea.
Wow.
Okay, that's awesome.
Is that no? Yeah.
Oh, look, there's a CLG in the top left.
Yeah,
as well.
I know.
Look at that, esport fan.
Maybe it's
and
Bulldog.
everything.
Who knows?
Maybe it is Bulldog. Yeah. So the competition, the selfie competition is going on. It's for the collector's edition. It's
There's a Bulldog.
signed by Dave and Jesse. He just doesn't look happy. He's like, "Why do I have to wait an hour?" That's the expression that dog has. There's still an hour left.
It'll be worth the wait, I think.
Hopefully. Yeah, as we mentioned. The 10 collector's editions to be giving away. We've got a fan art competition, so get your art in as well. But you guys, you know, you send them in, we've got to show them because everyone's sending in selfies, and that's fantastic. And Dave and Jesse are going to be signing the collector's editions that we'll be giving away, T-shirts for the fan art, and we are now, guys, under an hour away. We just hit the hour mark, so 1 hour to go. That seemed like a stretch, that selfie. This guy's happy. He's ready.
Are they watching the stream, though? Or are they watching something?
I don't know what's on that. What's on that screen? Either that, or he just saw all of his friends on Twitter like hashtag and do selfies, and he was just like, "Oh, it's trending.
Let's do it.
Let's do it anyway. Why not?" And then all of a sudden, the collector's edition is going to turn up at his door, and he won't know why. But the competition that you guys are sending the selfies in for, that's going to be the winner will be announced half an hour past midnight. So you can still send them in, get them in on the show. We're not picking any winners yet. You still got time. And make sure you get us in there as well.
Yeah.
You know, because that was just like, you know, there you go, we're in that one. The previous one, that was just a MySpace selfie. As far as, you know, that was just...
He just grabbed the Facebook, Facebook profile picture and send it. That's not how it goes.
Yeah. So speaking of fan art as well, thanks for sending in the selfies though, guys and girls. Over on the fan art, you guys...
I'm just starting, okay? So I don't want to like give you false hopes. It's kind of rough right now. But
you're talking me down a lot, Bruno. I'm starting to think you didn't take this competition seriously.
Give me some time. I don't know. Like I'm making a Crusader, right? And I know that flail guns are like all the hype right now.
Flail guns.
Flail gun. Yeah, it's a gun that shoots flails. No, it's a flail.
Is that in the game, Jesse and Dave? Flail gun.
You should put it.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, you see.
All right.
So it's getting there. Like you have the flail, you have the shield. It is kind of, you know.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused, Bruno, because I cannot tell if that is the male or female Crusader.
I haven't asked it yet. Like I can still define it. It's not over. I'm still doing like erasing. Yeah, I can still erase it. People maybe can choose if it's going to be a male or a female.
I don't know if can we get a feed of Kungun's screen as well? I don't know if that's I don't know if we have the technology.
I think we do.
The technology might not be here. Yes, it is. The technology is here.
And here is my Crusader, and he's fighting Diablo. And as you can see, it's going very good. And it's full life.
Never loses HP. That's great.
And Diablo is almost dead.
Wait, are you wearing like yellow weapons? Why not orange?
It's Paladin inspired.
I see. Okay.
You know, Crusader, Paladin.
Okay. Good.
There's the golden shield with a sun.
Is Diablo bleeding?
Yeah, he's bleeding a little bit here.
Yeah.
It's 4 drops of blood.
Yeah, it's going well. It's going well. I like the way that you're so confident. You kind of put yourself victorious in your own fan art. You know, I'm doing great. This is exactly how I envision the fight when you go into the game. All right, then, guys, we're going to check back with you in a little bit. But what we're going to do now, I'm going to head over to Jesse and Dave. But before I just walk over, I do want to say, make sure you get questions in. Questions in for the developers here. Questions for Bruno and Kungun. Anything you want to ask about Diablo, Reaper of Souls, send it in, and then we'll take those questions. And so we might have some questions, but before we do, I'm going to head over and see Jesse and Dave, and we're going to get into what I'm looking forward to, where we get to talk about all the new features and all the content in order. How's it going so far, guys? 1 hour till launch?
Yeah, this is great. This is cool.
The
smoke is amazing. I mean, we're from Southern California, so we're used to, what is this?
You are actually joking up here. Sorry, we really felt that we needed more smoke.
No, they did
on
a good
the show.
job. The smoke's awesome.
It's going to help. It'll make you sound really cool in your voice, though. Just get it into
gravelly.
But hopefully it's not toxic. All right, so we want to talk about all the new features with you guys. You know, obviously we talked a little bit about what you do with the game, but we've got a lot of new things coming in. So first of all, we got the Crusader. Can you tell us about where the Crusader came from as an idea, as a class?
Go ahead, Jesse.
So, I mean, when we had the idea to make a new class, we had a lot of ideas, and usually what we like to do is explore a bunch of ideas, do drawings, figure out what's cool. We looked at the new areas we're making. We thought West March, since it's kind of a dark Gothic place, really suited a knight, that kind of character that the Crusader is. Players often ask for, hey, I want this class from a past game. So we go, well, what's something like that that's similar we can do some kind of, some harking back to, and use some of those ideas while it still fits the current game, so it's new and different. And that's kind of how we arrived at the Crusader.
And one thing that we do with the team that's pretty awesome is we get groups of the team together, and we brainstorm on the ideas that we want to do for our next class, and that's what we did with this Crusader. We just got folks in a room and said, hey, what kind of things do you want to do? What kind of skills? Blah blah. And everything got thrown out, and it kind of boiled down to this to the Crusader class.
Yeah, it looks like it plays kind of really beefy. I mean, there's a lot of emphasis around it. Looks heavy armored, has a shield.
Yeah, we want him to feel very kind of slow and purposeful, very bulky. The monk and the barbarian are both melee, but they can both be pretty quick. Even though the barbarian's big, he's a pretty fast guy. We wanted the Crusader to be a little bit more purposeful, a little more intentional. He's laying down that holy wrath very specifically.
Yeah.
He has a couple movement abilities and things that move him around quick. We refer to him as mid-range melee, which basically means he can go from melee range to semi-ranged. So it's good for hardcore. You can spend a lot of time casting spells and not getting hit, but he does have a shield, so he can take some hits if he needs to. And if you really spec him out for it, he can just stand in the middle of everything and survive for a long time.
Yeah. So some lucky people have obviously got to play the Crusader in beta.
Yeah.
You guys have obviously got to play the Crusader, I hope.
Yeah.
In some of your spare
in beta,
time.
I leveled the Crusader 1 to 73 times.
Okay.
So every time we made a major change, I wanted to play him again and see how he felt, make sure it was good. I really enjoyed playing with the people in the beta, watching their feedback.
So what did you enjoy particularly about the play style of it? I mean, as you mentioned, it's very purposeful. It kind of goes in, does the damage, and then I guess the mid-range you're kind of jousting a little bit.
Right.
Maybe.
Part of the excitement of a new class is that you just get to start from the beginning. So you're level 1, you're learning new skills, you're unlocking things you haven't used before. That kind of thing is really exciting. Like, oh, what does this do? And how does that work with these other skills? And finding the skills that work together is always an interesting challenge. And it's always amazing to see what the players come up with in terms of, if I use this skill and this skill together, this is, the amount of damage I can do. And if I get this item, then holy crap, it's off the charts.
Yeah, so, did they manage to kind of break your design in a way and find ways to play it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, we break it internally, and then we try and fix everything. And then we give it to our friends, and they break it, and we try and fix it. And then we give it to everybody. And tonight, people are going to get it, and they're going to do things that are going to surprise us. And we're going to be like, man, that's awesome. I can't believe the things they're doing.
Was that one of the kind of the bigger challenges of the class, or what was one of the bigger challenges of bringing the new class and the Crusader into the game?
I think any time is trying to get those skills right and get those cool combos going and having that all work in harmony to make like a really cool class. And I think like, you know, we had the other classes already and wanted to come out with something new and just kind of turn it up a notch too. You know, you want to come out with something pretty awesome and dramatic and different too. Some new way to play the game, and I think we did that with the Crusader with his cool powers. I personally love the range. I play a monk most of the time, and for this my Crusader, I just love that range attack. I have my blessed hammer going, and I just use justice, and I just stand back and fire away. I like that he looks like a tank, but I just use him as kind of a range character.
Yeah, I don't think there's I believe the Crusader, does it have a taunt as well? Is that one of the abilities if you want to go that way?
Yeah.
Which is quite an interesting, you know, skill to put in, because there are really no tanks and there are no like whole DPS. I mean, it's like, you know, you're meant to be able to survive the fights, you know, however you're going to do it. So you pick the correct kind of level you want to play against. So you're saying like, you know, has a lot of damage to it as well. But the taunt ability, that's a new one.
Yeah, and they're not just taunt. It's always taunt and something else.
Yeah.
Like, hey, hit me and I block more, for example.
Yeah.
So there's always kind of tie-ins for things like that. So it works in multiplayer or single player.
Yeah. So how did the dynamic change with because you tested the character in multiple ways. I'm sure there was multiplayer as well. Like how did the dynamic change of the game when you added a Crusader? Like what was the Crusader bringing to the party to Diablo?
Well, Diablo, I mean, it's not really a class-based game. So we don't look at it like, what do I do and what do you do necessarily all the time. Everybody does damage. Like, you're killing monsters to get loot. Like, kill monsters is your job. So everybody kills monsters. But what we look at mostly is what's the fantasy? Like, who am I? What's my character? We think that's a pretty interesting thing to do. Like, am I a guy that casts spells and comes from a swamp? Or am I a big beefy tank with a shield? And, you know, that kind of feeling that I get when I'm playing that character. It's more important for us necessarily than, okay, you need to do this because I'm doing this.
All right, yeah, so I think a lot of people are going to be starting Crusaders tonight. I believe, 50 minutes away from the launch, so when people can get in. So it's start at level 1, and then, that's correct, right? And then go through Diablo, and then straight into the Reaper of Souls.
Yeah, I mean, once you get the expansion, there's a bunch of different ways you can play it. So probably, I think what a lot of people will do is they have level 60s or they have higher level characters they played, they beat Diablo, they're going to jump into Act 5 and they're going to play through that content. Once you beat Act 5, you unlock Adventure Mode. So one of the ways I think people will start Crusaders is they'll unlock Adventure Mode and then they'll start a Crusader at level 1 and start playing in Adventure Mode at level 1. So they might not even play through the campaign.
That was one of the questions I actually had, because let's talk a little bit about Adventure Mode, and we are going to hopefully have some questions coming in for you guys about the game. Okay. So as soon as production want to inform me, we can bring those up. But Adventure Mode, you know, Jesse, you're in charge of the content and stuff. So this is kind of replayable content. So for people who haven't heard of Adventure Mode, do you want to just give us a little rundown of what it is and what they're looking to get out of it?
Yeah, sure. So the way the game has previously worked is you play the campaign. You start at the beginning of the story, you play through. Every time you beat Diablo, you unlocked a new difficulty. We basically, what Adventure Mode does is it takes away the linear campaign play. You do have to play it once in order to unlock Adventure Mode, but once you've done that, we take all the quests in the game, all the little events that Dave's group's responsible for, all the areas that him and the artists make. We take all the boss fights, all the uniques. We added new things like, hey, clear this dungeon, for example, and we say, okay, do 5 of these in each act. So there's 25 bounties, basically. Those are your quest suggestions of what to do.
Okay.
So there's 25 bounties, 5 in each act. Each time you start a game, they re-randomize. So go do this new different stuff. Okay, now go do this new different stuff. And you can ignore them if you want, but if you do them, you get a bonus of XP and gold. You get what we call blood shards, which let you buy random items off our new random item vendor.
Blood shards are different from rift shards, right?
Right. So blood shards is kind of a new currency that's only in the expansion. So it's not gold, but it functions like that, and only one vendor takes it.
What do I get to spend it on?
You buy random items with it.
Random items, so kind of you don't know what
you're getting. So you remember Geed from D2?
Yep.
There's a character that's come back that's related to him and fulfills a similar purpose. Lets you, kind of use your blood shards to get an item you don't know what it is. And it can be up to and including set items.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And does adventure mode, because set items now drop in Torment 1 or higher?
Different legendaries drop in different torments. Some drop in normal, so there's a lot of different rules for what drops where. The best chance to get the best legendaries is playing on the hardest difficulty. So. And there's certain, so like I said, when you complete bounties, if you do a set, we give you a bag of loot, and each one of those has potential for containing a legendary that's only in that bag, and those are set per act. So each act has specific legendaries that are only in those bags.
Ah, okay, that's really cool.
And so that we tried to do that to give you a reason to go and play different acts.
Yeah, different acts.
We also do bonus blood shards, and those rotate every 24 hours. So if you do an act that has a bonus on it, you get more of these blood shards in order to buy more random items. So the other thing you get when you do 5 bounties is you get rift keystones. Those unlock Nephilim rifts, which are randomized dungeons. So in adventure mode, you do bounties, then you unlock these rifts. And what those are is we take all the dungeons, all the exteriors, all the monsters, bosses, and we shuffle them together and we randomize them. So we put things together in ways that normally wouldn't happen. And basically that's just every time you open one, it's new. Who knows what it's going to be? And there's some rare chance kind of crazy spawns that can happen in those.
So they took all your work, Dave, and then they just randomized it.
Yeah, what we try to do, well, you know, it gets players playing a lot more of the content more often in the way that they want to do it. So that was really important. And I think what it allowed us to do, too, it's like I said, like on West March, where the monsters are sort of themed for that area. Now we just look for cool combinations of monsters to put together in these dungeons and the Nephilim Rift. So, you know, we look for the gameplay of these things. So when you go in one, you're going to get these different challenges each time. And it's going to be very different than the way that you've run the dungeons before. So you're going to get these crazy combos. You get a cool boss at the end. You get unique loot, stuff like that from the...
We even randomized the lighting and the...
Yeah.
And the name of these things, like it just looks different and it plays different.
Yeah. So. Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, so let's recap this. There's a lot of awesome information. So with the adventure mode, it's you're going out and you're doing quests and you're going into different acts and you're completing the bounties, which anything from clearing a dungeon area to or killing a specific NPC and probably more. Once you do that, and wait, you unlock adventure mode when you've completed the game, right? You don't need to be level 70?
You don't have to be level 70.
Oh, that's awesome.
We don't actually have a level limit on it. If you wanted to try to do a speed run and beat it at a low level, that's possible. So one of the other things we've changed in the game is the difficulty is all dynamic. So all the content comes to your player level. So you can play in Act 5 at level 1. Previously, that wouldn't have been possible to play, for example, Act 4 at level 1. You just got murdered. But the game lets you pretty much go wherever you want, and it works.
Yeah. So that's what you said when you said you can just create a Crusader and then, you know, on a character and then quickly get into the later acts, even though, you know, you haven't hit the level 60. That's pretty awesome. So, yeah, the adventure mode, and then you're going to get drops, which are going to be from completing the bounties. They are rift shards and blood shards.
Rift key fragments. Wait,
what are they called? So I want to know. Gungan, are you listening? You're going to need to know this. He's actually intently looking over. I've got to give him. He told me to ask and get the best information so he can hit world first.
So when you finish 5 bounties, you get a bunch of different stuff, and one of them is blood shards. That's the new currency that lets you buy random items.
That's awesome. Okay, and then afterwards with the rift.
Rift key fragments.
Rift key fragments. You didn't let me finish.
4 of those to open a Nephilim rift. You get 5 every time you complete a set of bounties.
All right.
So if you do all the bounties, you can actually open even more rifts.
All right. And these are randomized dungeons, including lighting, including what the monsters are going to do, which monsters you're going to hit, bosses as well. How deep do they go? Like, is it?
They're anywhere from 1 to 10 levels. Right now.
And is it progressively harder, or is it still like random that you could hit like
the difficulty is set by the player. So when you set your difficulty to normal, the rift will be normal. If you set it to Torment 6, it'll be Torment 6.
All right. Well, that sounds awesome. I believe we've also got some questions coming in for you via Twitter. Do you guys want to take some questions? And then we're also going to be talking a little bit about the Mystique in a moment, and we're going to head over here. So we got Mr. Goff. Definitely he's playing Diablo with that name, and he's happy for all the dark final act. What gave you the idea to have the Crusader as the hero?
Well, I think it's like Jesse kind of covered a lot of that already. But you know, it came from many things, but I think the idea of this character that could felt right in like the whole West March and stuff like that. Like he kind of came from that background and stuff was one of the big influences there. And then from just like the team talking through the kind of like character that we wanted to play next and kind of narrowing down like what those skills and what that character would feel like, this, you know, this tanky melee range guy. And I think and then on the lore side, you know, like Brian and the writers kind of helped come up with like what that character was going to be.
I think actually, speaking of lore as well, we got a question here from Def of Reaper. What inspired the story behind Act 5?
Oh, inspired the story. That's interesting.
Probably like you know, I think, so we wanted to do this like city thing, right? And we wanted, and West March was like one of the big ideas that we had to do. And having this tie-in with Malthael and making this kind of really gothic-y sort of feel, bringing that back to Diablo was like, that was one of the big things for inspiring the story. But it was really the story of you know, fighting the Angel of Death. What happened to him? What, you know, where did he go? What has he been doing? And why is he doing what he's doing now? So
all those questions to be answered. Yeah, no spoilers here.
I guess you can find out in like 23 minutes.
Yeah, I think you say 23 now. Everyone checks their watch and they're like, no, wait, it's definitely 41.
41.
It's all right. I'll get them to move the screens a little bit closer. It's hard for me to read it over there as well.
I got my glasses on.
Yeah. So we got a question here from Reinforce. Now, when we have got the Crusader, what were some other ideas on classes that were thrown around in the office? Okay, you guys allowed to talk about this?
Oh, yeah, the flail gun guy.
Yeah,
he's got it shoots flails. You know, we kind of had to go, oh, that doesn't fit in the lore. We probably want him to hold the flail and not shoot it. So
it's really
that one got ruled out.
What wasn't talked about as an idea for a class, really? I mean, we talk about everything. Like when we have those brainstorm things, everything comes out, you know. And it's really tough to narrow it down to the ones you want. I don't know. Giving specific ideas about like what ones we threw out. I don't know.
You don't remember any crazy ones? I know if you say anything, everyone will be like, the next class is going to be.
That's the thing. As soon as we say, oh, this is the one we didn't do, we're never going to live it down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I'm thinking in my head of them, and then people will say,
oh, it's so obvious.
Oh, you should have done that one.
Yeah. You need like a really well-dressed, jazzy suit kind of person, like maybe Bruno.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually.
He's wearing orange's legendary jacket.
Yeah. Like maybe the character doesn't do much, but it's very supportive. It just follows you around and just like gives you like, you know, motivation. He could be. I think Bruno, you could make it in there as one of the helpers. I can't remember what they're called. Mercenaries.
That's a good question.
Yeah. All right. Good question. Okay. Red Mercy Low asks, is there any reward for finishing a Nephilim Rift, such as a big chest or guaranteed legendary or set item?
Right. So the bosses in Nephilim Rifts have their own loot table separate from the rest of the bosses. They actually drop a lot more stuff than regular bosses in the game. And that's partially because they take a certain amount of time to finish in general. They're a little bit difficult. They're longer than just porting to a boss and killing him. So we wanted to reward that. And because they're locked behind, you have to finish a certain number of bounties in order to open them. So we wanted to reward you for taking the time to go in there and do those. You also get golden XP for turning in a quest afterwards, so they should be pretty valuable. They give a pretty good amount of XP and gold on top of all the items you're going to get.
But no guaranteed legendary or
no guaranteed legendary. I mean, the more you kill, the better your chances at getting legendaries, though. That's for sure.
Yeah. So hack and slash away. We're going to go to an interview in just a moment with Moldran and Kunlun, but I did say we were going to mention the Mystic. So before I head off,
sure.
So the Mystic, this is like a NPC kind of similar to the blacksmith or jeweler that is able to re-roll one stat on an item.
Yeah, so the Mystic does multiple things.
Okay.
Re-rolling stats is one. That's probably the one that a lot of players are the most excited about, potentially because, you know, you can take something that didn't get a perfect roll and try for a perfect roll, or you can switch a stat completely, and you can only do one item on each weapon, and the more you reroll that one stat, the more costly it becomes.
Expensive it gets, yeah.
So, I mean, that's an interesting way to play. It makes you really think about, do I want to do this? Is this a really good item that I want to use for a long time? The other thing she does is called transmogrification, which lets you change the look of your gear. So you can teach her looks, and then when you get legendaries, she learns how to turn any item into that look.
Okay.
And we found a lot of players use that in the beta. I used it a ton. You know, we always thought it was kind of a bummer when you would get an item and you would upgrade it, but you would lose a cool look that you liked. So now you can have an upgrade and keep the cool look you liked.
All right, so yeah, that's the Mystic. So you can transmog with the Mystic to keep the look that you like, and also you can re-roll a stat. If you re-roll a stat on an item, I believe I'm gonna give you guys this information from me because I think I've nailed it, right? I've learned from this. If you re-roll a stat on the item, you can only ever re-roll that one stat.
Yeah, correct.
If it's a legendary, which is what most people are going to probably re-roll, I believe it starts at 250,000 gold.
It depends on the item.
I think at Legendary, it starts at 250.
There's different slots. Different slots cost different.
Oh, I had it. So close. Jesse, they were going to be like, this guy's so knowledgeable. Yeah. I guess I didn't make the game, so I guess that's why I shouldn't say.
You know,
but either way, it's going to cost you gold.
Wrong. Things change so often.
That's true.
Yeah, who knows? We'll find out in 36 minutes when the game comes out. But either way, Mystic is going to allow you to reroll stats. One stat on an item, you can constantly reroll it, and of course, the transmog, so you can keep the cool look. Unless you just like me, I play like female characters, and I just make sure their armor's gone. Because let's not go there. Let's not go there. But where we will go now is we're going to talk to Moldran and Kungan. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Jesse and Dave, thanks for telling us about the Crusader and everything else with it. And we'll see you in a moment.
All right.
All right, I'm off. I wore blue as well. I'm really proud about that on the Blizzard show. Turn my back. All right, we've got two gentlemen Skyping in with us today. Hopefully you're familiar with him. If you're not, and hopefully they can hear me. On the far side away, look at that, King Konga. Look, Moldran, King Konga is already trying to beat you to speaking first, and he's going to try and take you on for world first as well. So we've got Moldran, far side, and then we've got King Konga, two big Diablo fans, two big Diablo players. Hopefully you've watched them stream over on Twitch TV. Gentlemen, I'll start with Moldran. How's it going, and are you excited for the game?
Hey, it's going great, and I'm really excited for the game. I look forward to it, and yeah, I'm gonna do like a 24-hour stream today, and yeah, hopefully have a lot of fun. All
right, King Konga, how are you? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. I'm doing really good. I'm enjoying the game, so.
Yep. You've who's done the beta out of you two? I think I saw King Konga. You were playing the beta a little bit.
Yeah, I've played it basically all the months that it was available every day.
All right, so you're familiar. Do you have like a strategy of what you want to do when the game comes out? Because Moldran just mentioned he's going to do a 24-hour stream. We'll talk to him about it in a moment. But what are you gonna do when the game launches?
Well, I've already been streaming for 12 hours now, and I'm not going to stop for another 24. So yeah, but I already killed some stuff. I'm not going to do any spoilerinos, but I've been playing on the Asia servers, and yeah. I'm just gonna keep playing and farming and get level 70, get strong. No, not really any plans. Just play and have fun.
No world firsts. Nothing like that coming from you.
Well, it's not really a plan. I'm just as soon as EU goes live, I'm gonna get on my Barb and just sprint to Melchiel and kill him on Torment 6. Hopefully, that's the plan.
All right.
So who knows?
All right, that's your plan, Moldran. You know, you've been playing your Barb as well. So when the game comes out, you're really excited for the game. What are your expectations?
Well, I'm gonna start leveling a Crusader. I'm gonna power level with some friends, and then I wanna like find a lot of legendaries, improve my gear, and yeah, I'm gonna try to like be one of the best geared Crusaders in the world because I really like the new loot system. The new items are awesome, and I want to get them as fast as I can.
All right. So, I mean, any expectations for the game and like how it's going to be for you over the course of you playing it? Are you looking forward to the final act and the bosses? And as you mentioned, do you want to tell us a little bit more about why you're excited for the loot system?
Well, loot system is like there's so many new legendaries that have special affixes that are very special to every character. For example, they improve some skills or something. There's, for example, gloves that increase the shrine duration by 10 minutes. There's a lot of cool stuff. And what I'm mostly looking forward to is the adventure mode because it really like makes the game completely different, because now we don't just like farm an Arcasa run or keep this 2 over and over again. Now we actually like do different things with the adventure mode. Like you always do something different, like kill 50 monsters there, do a quest here, kill a boss there, and it all adds up. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
It sounds like you're ready to go. King Konga, same question to you. What are your expectations? What are you really looking forward to with Reaper of Souls?
I'm looking forward to the variety. Since patch 2.0.1 came out, a lot of people have just been spamming the same area over and over, and I'm just glad that that is finally over. We're going to be able to do rifts, bounties, and get all the new legendaries, all the new fun loot, new bosses, you name it. It's like there's even a secret cow level hidden in the rifts. If you're lucky enough, you'll find those. Too much fun. It's really great. And expectations. Can I also talk about letters? Because
you're more than welcome to ask anything you want. But I can maybe hand it over to Jesse and Dave. I'm pretty sure they're pretty good at dodging. They have a very high dodge chance. They've got some pretty amazing gear. I mean, but if you want to ask, I'll send it over.
It's not really a question. I mean, I know ladders are going to come. I mean, they have been posting like funny pictures of the developer team holding ladders. So I'm extremely hyped about that. And the game is really turning into what it should be. Like, it's just becoming the greatest game ever. And yeah, I'm happy.
You sound really happy. All right, so we've got Kungan in the studio. He's actually going to go for, I believe, World First Torment 6. King Konga, you said you're just going to play it for fun and see how it goes. Moldran, do you have any kind of goals for this? Because I know both of you are streamers, and we'll talk about your stream in just a moment. But any goals, Moldran?
Well, personally, I'm just going to play the game for fun. My guild is really competitive. We have some of the highest Paragon levels in the world, including Hero Man, who is currently like Paragon level 650 plus or something. But I think like the competitive game starts when the ladder season comes, and then everyone is going to rush. But that's not so important. Like the game, just playing the game is so much fun now. Finding the items, slaying monsters that, I don't know, I don't need like a special reason or competitive thing attached to it.
All right. Okay. So do you wanna just tell us a little bit about your streams and where people can find you? Because it seems like you have a lot of fun playing. So I'm sure people will have a lot of fun watching you play. So Moldran, where are you streaming at?
Sure. I stream at Twitch TV, twitch.tv/Moldran. I'm up here every day. Usually stream at European times, but now with Reaper of Souls, I'm gonna definitely play like 12 hours a day because I'm hooked by the game. I played it in beta as well, and it was so much fun. And yeah, if you enjoy my or wanna check out my stream, it would be very cool.
All right, and King Konga, you smirked a little bit when Moldran said he had some of the highest Paragon level players out there, because I know your Paragon level, what is it? It's
557.
Oh, okay.
I was #1 in Europe to hit level 500, and then I stopped caring because more and more letters, more and more letter info was being leaked, so I kind of stopped.
All right, so excited for that.
557 now.
All right.
So.
And where can people watch your 557 character?
On twitch.tv/KingKongor. I'm here every day, at least 12 hours a day. And yeah, we're no-lifing it up in my channel. So.
All right, thank you very much, guys. And great to have you here. We're going to send you off. And from the end of this interview, we're only 30 minutes away now from launch. So thank you for being with us here in the studio. And best of luck with having fun, which I'm sure you will. But also, I'm sure a lot of people will be following you. So thanks for coming on. And we'll catch you later, Moldran and King Konga.
Thank you, too.
Thank you.
All right. we got a douche bish in there from Moldran, which he does. He's an awesome streamer, and so is King Kongo. All right, I'm gonna rejoin Bruno, and I'm just stood down there with no reason now, since I've lost my Skype friends, and I'm back with you guys.
How's it going, Jay?
It's going good. 30 minutes.
Yeah, can't wait, right?
Yeah.
Like all this new information to me, or at least new to me. I know most of this information was around in the web, but I mean, more and more reasons to get excited about it. When I was listening about adventure mode, I think I might get interested in that as soon as the game comes out.
Those guys sell it. King Konga and Moldran. I think they should just work for like Blizzard PR. They're like, this is going to be the best game. I love this. Replayability. And, you know, they are talking about ladders, and they've said they got some information. So if ladders come,
might change the whole scene.
Might change. We'll have to see what's happening. But I'm back here, and I'm on card number 11.
Good.
Which means...
You're way behind?
Well, apparently I've got to wind up Kungun and say, can you beat King Konga and Moldran?
Can you?
Just not in a fight, but in Diablo, if you were brawling or something.
The thing is, they're both playing on softcore, I think, and I'm playing on hardcore. So the race will be very different.
Okay.
But
yeah,
yes.
that's true. How was it? How was your experience, Bruno, so far?
Very good so far.
Still alive?
Good. Yeah, still alive.
Okay.
Never die. It's pretty good.
Brilliant. All right. Well, we're going to check in, guys, with you at home as well, because you've been sending in more selfies. Remember, the selfies coming in, we're going to announce the winner at just midnight, and we've only got 27 minutes until the game comes out. So let's take a look at some of the selfies. Holy shit. I was actually looking in the preview screen, and I was like, what the... And this is an awesome selfie. This guy's been playing Diablo for 1,000 years and hasn't just eaten.
How to eat,
this is, you know, be careful. This is Moldran's doing 24 hours. Kungun's doing 30. This guy did 1,000. Don't try and beat him.
When you start losing teeth for playing Diablo, you might want to take a break.
Okay, let's see what else we've got up here. Apparently it's just this guy.
It's just this guy.
This guy is like, he sent like...
The show is over now.
Yeah,
he won. Or something. Oh, hey.
Hey, I think this is our first female in.
Yep.
Good to see.
Yeah. Watching a big TV.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And focused on our feet.
Yep.
Yeah, really important part.
You have nice shoes, Shane.
I wore blue shoes with my blue shirt.
I know. It's like you prepared.
Yeah, it's almost like I did. Awesome selfie. There's another one as well. Got the Diablo in the case.
Is that a PS4 version, PS3 version of Diablo? I think it is.
Look at this guy's rig, man. Like he's got speakers up in the top of his room as well.
And wearing headsets and speakers because super surround sound.
Well, a lot of good sound in Diablo. So,
look at that excited Diablo player and the guy next to it.
That guy just looks angry that it's not his turn to play Diablo because the dog is currently hogging the screen. Awesome send-in.
Oh, wow. What is that? Is that a llama?
Is that dog?
Like, is it donkey?
You're talking about the guy, not what's on the screen, right? Behind him.
No, I'm pretty sure I know the animal that's on the right on the screen, so...
Okay.
But there's a guy as well on the selfie. Yeah,
dual screens again. Already playing Diablo on one, watching.
Of course.
I think that's a lot of people will do because we're actually going to be live after launch as well. We're going to be playing some Diablo. And we're even going to have Kungun streaming upstairs in the studio.
Yep.
And then, so we'll be checking in on you when the game goes live. So make sure you get, if you've got 2 screens, make sure you watch us on one of them and stay with us. This guy, he's just walking us around the house.
Yeah.
That's nice. And getting a tour.
Casual biceps showing there. Like, yeah. Another person giving you... Is that a thumbs up? Is that a super long thumb? Or is it just like...
Yeah.
Wow.
This guy's ready as well. He's like he's like, I already know Diablo's coming out. There's no point shaving because I'm not going to see anybody for a while.
Yeah.
Just, this is how I'm playing right here. Make sure you send in more selfies as well, guys. The competition's still going on. All you need to do is head on to Twitter. Well, first of all, take a selfie would help. Head on to Twitter and then just hashtag D3ROS launch, ROS for Reaper of Souls, and then send them in. And we've got 10 collector's edition of the game. They retail normally at $79.99 in Europe, but we're sending them to anybody. Just as long as you win, we'll get it over to you. And they're also going to be signed by Jesse and Dave, the lead level designer and also content designer. So pretty awesome. But yeah, send them in. We'll take a look at them and keep sending us questions. If we get time to read them out, we'll get the questions in. But some of those people in the selfies were wearing scary masks.
Yeah.
And speaking of scary masks, earlier in the show, we promised you cosplayers, and we're not going to disappoint you because we've got some awesome cosplay here. First up is going to be the Witch Doctor, and the Witch Doctor goes by the name of Andrew Modig. And here it is. You scared, Bruno?
Yeah,
And I think that knife is real.
I wouldn't want it next to me.
It's an extreme cosplay.
Yeah.
So that's our Witch Doctor. Wow.
Like the feathers.
This guy is so serious about cosplaying Witch Doctor, he actually broke his back just so he could have this posture. He's taking it seriously, and he is ready. So there we go. There is our Witch Doctor, and we'll be talking to Andrew in just a moment. But also here in the studio, cosplaying as a monk, please welcome, it's Martina Edsman.
Nice. Small. I can see the staff there.
Yeah, that's the Diablo.
Yeah.
I think it definitely is going to be legendary.
Absolutely.
You got the white hair as well.
Yep. Nice shoulders.
Look at this. This is a team. That's a team, Bruno. If I'm going to go into Reaper of Souls, I want to be in this team, and that's exactly where I'm going, as I am going to join them down here. Welcome, Andrew, who's scaring me, and also Martina. He's going to take off his mask. So let's talk to Martina first. You've even got the kind of, the waiting screen. Did you practice the waiting screen?
No, I did not.
But you just nailed it, so it's okay. I don't need the microphone because I have another one. So welcome to the show, Martina. Can you tell us about the costume? Because it looks awesome.
Yeah, the costume, I made it in about half a year, and it cost a lot of money. I won. I actually competed in the Swedish Cosplay Championships with it, and I got first place.
All right, so the monk kicked ass.
Yes.
So how long does this kind of take to make? You said 6 months, but is there any planning involved, or is that just all kind of getting it together?
It's planning and getting it together, so the whole process.
All right, and what kind of inspired you to go towards the monk?
I love playing it in the game. It's the best character, of course, and I love Diablo, so it was an obvious choice.
Anything you're particularly proud of? Because it all looks amazing. I mean, the shoulder pads are huge. You got the Diablo. Is there anything that was, particularly tricky to do, or you really liked that finish off the costume?
Yeah, the armor was super challenging, and it was really fun to make.
All right. Well, it looks amazing. We're going to be talking to you in just a little bit, Martina, and we're going to head over to Andrew now, and you guys will be joining us on the couch. All the smog is making me cry here. Andrew, you're the witch doctor. Pretty epic intro.
Oh, thank you.
you came in really scary, but you seem really timid next to me. Don't worry. You're the guy with the mask dressed as the witch doctor.
I'm unmasked right now, so that's why.
When you get it on, that's when you really turn into the superhero. So tell us a little bit about your costume. Why the witch doctor?
Well, it's first of all because I love Diablo, the whole series, and I especially like the witch doctor because he's so different, so colorful, and he's got these magic abilities that I really adore. But mostly it's because he's the equivalent to Diablo 2 Necromancer, which I always played as my favorite character. So.
Did you ever cosplay the Necromancer?
No, I didn't do cosplays back then. So.
Oh, so you're pretty new to this?
Yeah, from 2010, I think. So it's only been like 3, maybe 4 years.
But you've got into it. Can you tell us, this is an amazing mask. Is this the kind of the centerpiece where everything was focused on?
Without this, I'm just a half-naked dude
in a studio.
Yeah, that's pretty better than last time.
Yeah. Last time you half-naked dude, it was gel. Now you're in the studio. But tell us a little bit about the mask.
Well, the mask took about a week in itself to do, and from the first time I made it, I've done some improvements mainly on the horns, and I've exchanged the feather plume to the one that you see in the cosplay art. I'm sorry, in the concept art. So back then it was just brown, but now it's white and nice. And what I think qualified me for the Swedish Cosplay Championship with this cosplay at Confusion was the fact that these horns, they screw on and off, so they're easily to carry around, as well as this feather plume that's just put on with what's the name for it? Sticky tape.
Velcro.
Velcro, yeah, thank you. It's a difficult word in English.
Yeah. It looks amazing. So 6 months over here for Martina.
Yeah.
How long on the costume?
I have no idea how to measure that. It's been like on and off. I mean, I made the loincloth and the basic mask at 2012, and now it's been 1.5 years since, and I've done some improvements back and forth. So, for example, these. I put a fan in this and ruined the inside, which used to be pretty. If you take a look here.
Yeah, that looks disgraceful.
Yeah. I mean, it was so hot to wear, so I had to build it out and put a fan in so I can breathe and all. And all these other bits are also put on after.
Oh wow! So like 1.5 years. So this costume is being developed alongside the game. It almost feels.
As I've been progressing as a cosplayer.
Oh, well, you guys look absolutely fantastic. So we're going to be chatting with Andrew and Martina in just a little bit. We're actually going to sit them down next to the developers and see what they have to say to them, and also what the developers think of their costumes. But when we come back, we've of course got more content for you. We've still got the contest rolling, and we're getting really, really close to the launch of Reaper of Souls. So only 18 minutes away. But before we go there, we're going to send you over to this video about Diablo, assuming it should be a video about Diablo, because otherwise it would be kind of out of place.
Hi, my name is Emmanuel. I'm a community manager for Diablo 3, and I'm going to be convincing you to buy Reaper of Souls, the dark and gothic expansion of Diablo 3 today. But first, I'm going to eat this habanero pepper. All right, so Diablo 3 is a hack and slash game, which means that you get to kill pretty much everything that moves around you. Reaper of Souls begins straight after the end of Diablo 3, when you defeated Diablo with the robbery of the Black Soul Stone by Mathael, the Angel of Death. He wants to take over the world and kill everyone. And kill everyone. And basically, only you can defeat him. So what's new in Reaper of Souls? A new act, an expanded cap level up to 70, a new class, the Crusader, which uses spells. Oh, damn. Yo, I want to rip my beard off because it's so burning pain. So the Crusader uses spells and sheer strength to defeat enemies. The Mystique can help you to improve the power and the appearance of your equipment. You get randomized environment which help replayability. Replayability. Horrific new monsters, new quests, and a new revised Paragon and loot system. So basically, smarter drops for better loot. In Reaper of Souls, you have two different modes, campaign and adventure. In the campaign mode, you continue the Diablo. You continue the Diablo saga as it currently plays. In the adventure mode, it becomes available once you finish Act 5 for the first time. It's a sandbox mode where you can explore Sanctuary like you want. Oh, I get strong. I think that's about it for today. Can I get a glass of milk, please? It's never stopping. It's getting worse, actually. So, Reaper of Souls will be available on PC and Mac on the 25th of March. And will be available at a later point on console as well. Don't forget to like and comment on the video and subscribe to Hot Pepper Gaming. And you can also learn more about Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, and pre-order the game on www.diablo.com, diablo3.com, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. It's excruciating. Before I cry, please, just give me the milk. I can do another one in an hour if you want.
Welcome back to the DreamHack TV6 studio, and we are getting so close to the launch of Reaper of Souls, the Diablo 3 expansion by Blizzard. We're actually 13 minutes away, just 13 minutes. And so I already know when I look over at Kungun, he's like, why am I still here? I need to be at my PC to make sure I'm there and something doesn't log me off. But before we let you go, Kungun, because we will be letting you go, so you'll be actually, I believe you're heading upstairs. You're going to be playing from the DreamHack studio. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But come on, how's the artwork gone? Do we have a final entry from you guys?
For Bruno than it is for me. Mine just has a few small changes.
I really like it though. It's very.
I added some resist gear.
Yeah, that's true.
Can we bring up the? Oh wow, you geared up.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the same amount of HP, but obviously
it's down to 2.
Oh,
Diablo is down to 2 life.
This is a really long fight. I mean,
and I added some, fire resist to my armor and some arcane resist against his claws.
That's the pink.
Yep.
The arcane
yes,
resist.
Exactly. And then we have some cold resist for his tears.
Yep.
And then we have the floor as well. That's about it.
All right.
That's pretty good.
I'm actually going to give you an 8. It's an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 so far, for me at least. You know, I think it's got good value to that one if you enter it. Bruno, no offense, yours was a 1 out of 10, and it was going downhill. Can we?
Okay, but I told you it was like kind of work in progress, right? And yeah, I mean, you have to give me some. So this is what we started with.
Okay.
Like last time.
So that's the Crusader.
So that's the Crusader. Yeah. So it kind of went like this after that, right?
What?
And then it kind of became like this.
Okay.
And then a little bit more like that. And then kind of like this, right? And that's my final.
Wow.
Well,
that's impressive.
No offense, mate, but first of all, that's like what, 2 out of 10? Like, that's a small improvement.
I don't know, man. It's like, I think it's pretty good.
I mean, where's the flower gun?
I couldn't get to the concept right. I think I'll have to ask the guys for some advice there because I'm just going to make it happen in my head.
Okay, well, first of all, I want to say you're a dirty cheat. And where did you get that artwork from?
That artwork was from my good friend Danny Dem.
So he saw you on the show?
Yeah, he saw me on the show.
And
So yeah, he's
outside help.
I had a little bit of help. He gave me some tips, right? Like I did most of the work anyways.
Yeah, you totally really laid out the kind of design. You know?
Yeah,
you were like, this is the feel of it.
Right.
And then he came out with that. So
yeah,
pretty awesome. But
he's pretty good.
I still a 2 out of 10, Danny Dem. And you get minus a point for cheating. So you're a 1 out of 10. Kungan's by far the winner. All right then. So Kungan, we're going to say goodbye to you now. Thank you for being on the show. We're actually going to be checking in with you a little bit later. But what are you going to do now? Can you tell us what's happening?
Well, now I'm going to sit down at the PC. Get on Skype, talk to my friends, and just get ready to spam the login screen. And hopefully we will get in fast. So we won't have to sit there for a few hours, but yeah.
And you're going to be doing it upstairs from the DreamHack
Yes, from the DreamHack studio.
You're going to be streaming as well?
I'm going to be streaming, yes, on twitch.tv/KunganTV.
All right. So
we will be racing on hardcore for Tournament 6.
All right. So hopefully no rip in peace.
Hopefully no.
So yeah, either way, when that happens, because we're under now 10 minutes to go, Kunga's going to walk away. You can follow him on his personal stream. You can also, we're going to be checking with him on the show as well. And we're going to get Scriff in here from the good studio, and he's actually going to be playing from the studio. So we're not done yet. We're still here for a little bit, and make sure you still get your selfies in and any questions if we can take them. But for now, we're almost running out of time. It's 9 minutes, 35, 34. Oh my God, it's getting either exciting or stressful for me. But I'm going to head back over, and we're going to be talking to our wonderful cosplayers, and also we get to introduce them into the Blizzard developers. So hopefully you've got microphones. You have. So Andrew and Martina, how's it going?
It's going very well.
Yep, we're excited for the release.
You seem really comfortable here, man. You're just like, yep, this is where I deserve to be.
There are some butterflies, but it's all right.
It's all right. And I just want to point out, I'm not being really rude by making Martina like half stand at the end. It's just that her costume is designed for fighting bad guys, monsters and everything, but not sitting down. Is that right, Martina?
You can't really sit down, no. And you can't really fight monsters either because you're poking your eyes out with the armor.
Oh man.
So I don't know what's it designed for, but it's really pretty.
It is really pretty. You would dazzle the minions in Diablo, and they just won't know what to do. They just like give you loot. They'll be like, that's so pretty.
Yeah.
Here's a legendary.
Yeah, give me lots of legendaries.
Yeah. All right. So Dave, Jesse, what do you think of the costumes?
Oh yeah, they're obviously fantastic. I'm not a craftsman like that. I have a different skill set, and those are very impressive.
Yeah, that they take so much time to put together and such detail that you guys put into those things is just amazing. It's really cool.
Yeah, don't be shocked by, you know, because Andrew's a year and a half, and Jessie Martina was 6 months. But that's just because she's better at making costumes.
Yeah,
so
that is very nice.
Well, actually, because you've won a competition.
Yeah.
And when's your first one?
My first competition?
No, when's the first one you're going to win? Where is it?
Oh, well, I've won 2 already, but I mean, I haven't won
when's
the
first
one she
one
won. So.
Yeah, that's
I won
what
the best
I mean.
one.
Yeah,
So
the best
that's the most important one.
It doesn't count unless you win that one.
Well, she got a diploma and I haven't. I've been waiting for so long. Like in my household with my 2 roommates, it's the standing joke that I don't have diplomas for my wins, but the other guys do. It's so frustrating. So I'm really hoping that they get me a diploma next time.
Okay. I got to ask Andrew as well. For people who are watching, I mean, we're going to talk about your costume a little bit more, obviously, as well. But you are a teacher.
Yeah.
When you're not a witch doctor.
Yeah. In Swedish and English for pupils in the secondary upper high school. So the gymnasium that's 17 to 19-year-olds. Yeah.
And do they know about the cosplay?
They do, and some are enthusiastic about it, and some are just whatever.
they just let it slide.
It's a hobby, so it doesn't appeal to everyone.
Maybe some of them watching.
Yeah. I'm hoping so. I told one of my students, Sahand, and his friends to go watch it, so I hope he's out there. Yeah.
So what do your friends and family think about the cosplaying? You've won competitions, Martina, so obviously they're going to be proud of you of that. But when you first got into it, and
yeah, I think my mom and dad thought it was pretty weird at first, but now they are so ecstatic about it. Especially when I won. When I called my mother, she was kind of almost in tears. So I think she was almost as happy as I was.
Martina was in tears as well.
Yes, I was. I cried a bit.
You guys have known each other for a little while then, now, because you're both cosplayers?
Yeah, about a year,
yeah, actually,
I think.
When I walked up with my witch doctor for the competition, and I won Best in Character, the first competition I ever entered. And then we were walking home, from the convention. Martina was standing outside and
in a monk outfit, just
no, she was just normal. I was like, I don't know who you are, but thank you for the praise and all. And then I realized that she won UpCon and went to Euro cosplay. Yeah, so it was amazing to find that out.
So do you play Diablo with each other?
Yeah, we did this weekend.
Yeah.
We were trying to
awesome.
get up to 100 Paragon levels.
How did you do?
I kind of failed. I just got to 83, I think.
I got 20, but I haven't been playing for almost a year, so...
Are you going to get back on it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah? So what are you most looking forward to with the expansion, like from listening to today's show? I mean...
Oh, definitely Nephilim Rifts and the Bounties. It's going to be so awesome, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Any world first, Martina? Come on, the King Konga there. He needs to be put in put in line, and Kungun as well. You could race Kungun.
Yeah.
We could set you up a PC opposite him.
I'll do hardcore.
Yeah.
Of course.
Torment 6.
Yep.
And what about you, Andrew?
I'm in it for the graphics and the story, actually, so that's why I haven't been playing so much, because I'm not a grinder, but I love the concept art and all the art in the game, and I'm really looking forward to see what this fifth act is going to...
You can ask.
Yeah.
Just ask.
Yeah, what am I supposed to look forward to here?
Lots.
Oh, man. We only have 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. I don't want to start spoiling the whole story for the act, but there is a lot of new content in it. It's not just, we've talked about West March a bunch tonight. That's the first area. There's other areas, and there's definitely a progression for the story. There's 3 bosses, so there's not just the end boss. You've got a couple fights to do along the way.
That's cool.
Yeah, the followers also, we progress their stories as well.
Do we have more followers, or...?
There's no new followers. We decided instead to just continue their stories and give you more background on those characters. So cool. There's a bunch of cool stuff in there for those guys.
Yeah. And then some of the stuff about the way that the new act is built, for example, is different. A lot of players ask for more randomization. So Act 5 randomizes a lot more than the previous acts. The way Dave's team built that stuff out and the artist built it is whenever you go to these places, they're going to feel a lot different each time. Hopefully, the way it worked in previous acts, for example, the fields in Act 1, the entrance and exit were always in the same place. Now, some places like this, it's not. It's going to be randomized. So
that's cool.
So it will be harder to find the randomly spawning caves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That sucks.
Well, no, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be harder. It should be more fun to get there.
Yeah,
we didn't just make like giant zones where it's complicated to find what you need to find. We just tried to make it so that the randomization makes it new and interesting each time you play. Not necessarily like a harder thing to find.
Nice. That's
Will we get to know the backstory?
I wish you guys were here earlier. You'd have made my job so much easier. You know the best questions. I'm like, yeah.
Be quiet.
Yeah, tell us about this. I mean, 2.5 minutes. Yeah.
Can I just ask, will we get to know the story behind Malthael?
Yes.
Yeah, for
cool,
sure.
Cool.
That's one of the main points of playing through it, is to learn what's going on, see the horrible things he's doing, and try and stop him.
All right.
He's the coolest design I've ever seen. He's so badass. I really love him.
He was modeled after me. It's isn't that right, guys?
The host of death.
The black face.
Yeah, well, you haven't seen me after a night out, okay? You know, I transform, all right? You know, after I've been playing Diablo, like, you won that contest for, you know, in character. That's what I am. Like, when I get off from Diablo, my housemates, they need to, like, keep me away just so I calm down, because I really get into the games I'm in. So we're almost a minute away. So guys, do you have any, they've asked you questions. Do you have a quick question for Martina and Andrew about costumes, or just...
You ever got any plans to come out to BlizzCon and participate in the cosplay contest out there?
I'd really love to, because the cosplay competition is just mind-blowing. So I'd really love to go there someday. I will.
It's on the list.
We'd love to see you there.
All right. Well, thanks for coming down and joining us on the couch, Martina and Andrew.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna step away now, because we've literally now got 1 minute to go, people. 1 minute until you can start spamming login, and we'll see if you can get in. I'm not meant to say error 37. Hopefully that's not coming back, right?
We've taken a lot of steps to work on that. So, I mean, there's new servers in regions they weren't before. We've announced servers in Australia and servers in Taiwan. So, hopefully that works out.
Famous last words.
We do our best. We do our best.
You certainly do.
Every time.
But we'll see if that, of course, everyone is going to want to get in. So we got 30 seconds to go. We're just going to check over and see who's joined us here. We've got Bruno, we've got Scriff. You guys ready to log in? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's say yes. Let's say yes. Don't mind me just randomly clicking here.
I have no idea what you're going down. We've got Scriff on the show. These guys are going to be playing the expansion live with us. And we've got now 10 seconds to go. So here we go. It's going to be 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. It's the launch. Happy launch. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. We made it. It's the Diablo free launch.
And somehow we're allowed fire in the studio. But congratulations, everybody. A big congratulations to Blizzard. You guys have put a lot of work into this. We're all happy to be playing. We know Kungun's happy. He's upstairs trying to log in. But hopefully you guys are going to have fun at home as well. We're still going to be here, though, for another hour. We're going to come back. We're going to announce the contest winners for the selfies, also the fan art where we give away t-shirts. We're going to be checking in with Kungun playing the game. We're going to watch Bruno die. And then eventually I might even get to play, right? Because I want to play. Hopefully you guys are playing now. Congratulations to everybody. I mean, I really have to say, when I say congratulations, you're like, why are you congratulating me? You know, I didn't make the game, but the fact is, Blizzard wouldn't make these games if you weren't such a great community. So congratulations to you guys at home as well. Hope you get in, and we'll see you in just a moment. We're here for another hour. Enjoy your Reaper of Souls expansion.
Wizard here. I'm a streamer and YouTuber. You might have caught me dancing to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song or doing some yoga with my viewers. But turns out I play a bit of Diablo 3 as well, and I am crazy excited about Reaper of Souls. Like you guys, I think Reaper of Souls is really bringing what Diablo needs to the game. I think it has one of the best dev teams in the world, headed up by the fantastic Mr. Josh Mascara. Mascara? Not Mascara. Is it always? Josh Mascara, I think, is just doing a great job with the game. Adventure mode, bounties, Nephilim rifts. The itemization is amazing. PvP. No PvP? No.
Hey there, I'm Thomas Killian, also known as Calder, and I'm super excited for the new Diablo 3 extension, Reaper of Souls. It's going to be an absolute blast to experience this game. I've been playing Diablo since the first game was released years back, and it was always such a pleasure. It was also the first time when I used my nickname, when I came up with a nickname, and I used it ever since. It's just stuck with me, and it's a lot of good memories that are connected to the Diablo franchise, and it's going to be such a blast to play the new game. I hope that you're going to join us, play the new title, play the new expansion. Reaper of Souls is going to be amazing, and I can't wait to see how the Diablo story continues.
Diablo was defeated. For a time it seemed we would know peace, but it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the Black Soul Stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished, and you should all run. Malthael. Why? The Nephilim will stop you. No one can stop death. For a time it seemed we would know peace, but it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the black soul stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished, and you should all run. Malthael. The Nephilim will stop you. No one can stop death.
All right, welcome back. We've got these guys, they were busy talking. They're like, are you going to invite me to the group? Am I going to invite you? They're getting ready to play. But welcome back to the launch. We've now launched, and congratulations to everybody. Hopefully you guys are getting in-game and getting ready to play, but also hopefully you're staying with us just for a little bit. We're here just up to the hour past midnight is when we're going to be playing Diablo. A great choice of time to launch a game because that's very fitting for when I want to play the game at least. And hopefully I get to play a little bit later as well. But until then, I'm happy being here, and I'll be happy when I watch some people play the games. And playing the game in just a little moment is Bruno and Scriff. Hello, Scriff. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How did you get on?
I snuck on.
Yeah, where's security?
I kicked their ass.
Well, damn, you must be
with
pretty...
my witch doctor or something.
All right, so Scriff is a member of the Good Studio, of course, works with us, and you guys are going to be playing the game in just a little moment.
Yep.
You're going to be doing the new act, and it's something really cool, actually. Dave and Jesse said they'd love to come over, watch you play the new act, and even give some commentary about, you know, some of the work that's gone in there, or just, you know, watch you die. Who knows?
Watch Bruno die.
No, I never die.
You'll have to prove that. Torment 2, okay, yeah.
Torment 2? Yeah, sounds fine. Okay. Easy.
All right.
Let's go into it.
All right, so we're going to get in the game in just a little moment, but of course we have got a competition, and it might be one of your last times to get entries in. We've got 2 competitions going. One of them is selfies. This is a selfie from a laptop as well. I think that's a couch. But this guy just looks very ready, and he already looks like he's got his character on there. I believe that's a witch doctor. But make sure you get your selfies in. This is going to be your last chance. I don't know why I was turning around the whole show, because I actually realized there's a preview screen in front of me, and I can actually see the selfies from the preview screen, so you can see my face.
It's not that pretty anyways.
Now I can't make out what that is. Wait, let me turn around. Oh, he was in the bottom left. He was hiding that one. That was a half selfie. There you go, bearded man, very Swedish. I'm sure that's a Swedish entry. Still got his 2 screens. This guy, we said 2 screens, this guy's bought 3. And he's actually got us up on all screens as well. Another one.
Nothing to say about
Another
that?
one.
Oh, wow.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
It got interesting all of a sudden. I don't know if you get bonus points for that one. Thank you, production, for letting that one through. But yeah, keep sending them in. We'll be picking a winner on the half hour. So this is going to be your last chance to send them in. It's the selfies for the 10 collector's edition of the Diablo 3 Reapers of Souls, and they are going to be signed. So Jesse and Dave will sign them. So they're worth even more now. If we sign them, they will go down in value. So we'll hold that off. And of course, also the fan art for the Reaper of Souls as well. You saw Bruno's entry. He cheated. You saw Kungun. It was very mathematical. Hopefully yours are good as well. Send them in, and there's t-shirts to win there. So we'll be announcing those in just a little bit. But I'm going to move around just so I can see what's happening here. Are you in the game?
We're in the game.
Yeah,
we're
just
in
waiting.
Act 5. We're waiting, and there's like this big thingy next to Scriff that's scaring me.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to get you some help.
Okay.
Right? Because you waited. Dave and Jesse said they were going to come and talk a little bit about the game, and I'm going to bring them over.
Okay.
Are you guys... Yep. Is that cool? All right. So you guys can start playing, but I'll tell you what, Bruno.
What?
I need to look.
What's wrong?
I have a PC upstairs, and I just need to check on it. Someone might have sent me a really important email.
Right.
So I just need to step away from the show for a moment.
I see. Right.
I think it was a family email. Maybe
important.
It's probably very important. So I'll tell you what.
You should totally go and check.
Yeah, you take over.
You
okay covering?
You'll owe me one though. But for this time, since it's a launch party after all.
I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah.
We're trying it out.
Yeah.
It is not ready yet. In the game. We wanted to kind of set the tone for West March, and we had that overlook that you just passed, so you can look down on the city and kind of see what's going on. And then we set up some encounters along the way here to just kind of set the tone for everything.
We want to ease you into it a little bit.
Right. Okay, so for people who maybe finished Diablo 3 a long time ago, like, can you remind us what's going on by the end of it, and kind of like how this starts without spoiling, of course, the Act 5?
Well, you just killed Diablo.
Right.
So you're transferring over. So you'll see that scene that the intro cinematic that you guys saw, and that'll lead you over into this. It's kind of so not too long a time has passed since you defeated Diablo, and so. But Malthael has been over the past like 20 years or so. He's been out plotting what he's going to do in this, and so that's sort of the setup for where you're going.
Right. That's good. So,
did you guys play the beta at all?
No.
So this is your first time?
I watched some of it on streams, but not much. Not anything from the store or anything. Just like adventure mode, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, so you know that like Diablo's soul, it was in the Soul Stone. Yeah. So then Malthael has it, and then so what is he up to?
Yeah.
It's got to be bad.
Yeah.
Probably not good. Yeah. So now he's playing a witch doctor, I'm playing a monk, right? Yep. There are some new features for each of these classes. There are some new spells, I think.
Yeah, we've updated a lot of the skills and abilities. Now that you're in the expansion, you're actually leveling again.
Right.
So you can see you're at least almost halfway to 61. And you're leveling pretty quick because you're in Torment too, so you're getting a lot of bonus experience.
Right.
Excellent. If you were playing on normal, you'd be getting less experience. There's a reason to kind of raise your difficulty. You'll also get more gold this way, and you'll get some different legendaries that have a potential to drop.
It's gonna be fun to see how good the first yellow mob is, how hard it is in Torment 2 already.
Yeah. And maybe you're noticing too, there's not a lot of loot dropping right now.
No, not at all.
One of the changes we made is there's less loot that drops in general, and overall we want it to be better.
Right, okay.
Which won't necessarily mean that every piece you get is an upgrade, but the pieces you get are more likely to be good for you.
I see.
So your skill, I know, I'm a monk as well. That's what I play most of the time. Like your new one that you're asking about is Epiphany. It's a pretty cool skill. Lets you get out of trouble pretty easily. You can, so you can. I don't know if you can bring it up.
Squeeze in.
Wait,
you haven't acquired it yet, though.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, you got to be 61.
61. But I'm gonna get there. So
for witch,
very close.
Yeah, for witch doctor, it's a Piranado.
Yeah, I checked it out.
Yeah,
it looks ridiculous.
Awesome
It looks ridiculous. I'm running Acid Cloud right now, and I'm switching to Piranhas.
Oh yeah, I like Acid Cloud a lot. Yeah. I usually take Piranhas for Grasp of the Dead, like the kind of the slowing abilities.
Yeah.
I replace those with it.
Okay.
But it's really up to you, and if you find an item that gives you some good,
look,
you've got a couple things.
You're standing in fire, Bruno.
Yeah,
if this was hard,
it's fine.
God damn it.
But yeah, I just got a.
That's old.
Yeah, that's
you already
old.
had that. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going into this church.
We're gonna get lucky, and we're gonna get a cool legendary. Watch me.
You could.
That's what we do.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this him? Not the last fight, but.
So what is that? That's one of the Death Maidens. That's, that's one of the folks that's working for Malthael. These things are all over West March, and they are up to no good as well. They are collecting souls for Malthael. And they're gonna try and get yours.
No way.
Well, not today.
Not gonna happen?
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that. 61.
Oh yeah.
And a legendary.
You got one?
You
There we go.
Oh my god.
I told you.
Yeah, but
okay, let's see.
I'm my demon hunter. God damn it.
Hey, one of two players that are live on this thing gets a legendary on the first.
Okay, so
61 as well.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Some crit hit damage.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it doesn't have a socket. This is where you want to start looking at the Mystic.
Right.
Is there something there you can, because your current one has a socket, you've got a gem in it. So I'd see how much damage that does once you socket it and get a gem in there.
I'm gonna keep it for now. But yeah.
I'm just checking out the 61 and the skill runes and stuff.
There you go. So you'll have to level up 62 to get your first skill rune, but.
So I got Epiphany, increase my spirit regeneration per second by 20, and enable my melee attacks to instantly dash your target.
Yeah, so you can kind of get yourself out of trouble. That's kind of what I use it for, is like you just click on the guy that's farthest away from me and you teleport over there.
Okay, I'm gonna change my die for that. Let's see what happens.
Right, okay. I'm actually not gonna switch yet.
I'm gonna try it.
Because you didn't get a rune, is that why?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the rune.
I'll try it anyway. It's good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
why not?
right.
Let's go.
Come on. What does yours do?
This.
Oh,
look at that.
It's fishies. I like the fishes.
They eat you, and what it does as well is it increases the damage taken of everything in it by 15%.
Oh wow!
So you'll do more damage, I'll do more damage.
I like more damage.
Things die.
Like one of the reasons I play these kind of games is because I like seeing big yellow numbers. It's kind of the same with World of Warcraft, right? You play and you want just like big yellow numbers.
It's not what it's about. It's about the loot.
Yeah, partly.
Loot with big numbers.
Yes.
There you go.
That's what we want.
So this is your first Westmarch zone, and this is a completely random tile set. So like I was talking about earlier, we really wanted to make a city, but also make everything in this game random. Besides that first section you were in, so this is what we came up with.
When you say random, what elements about it are random?
So it's all these, all our dungeons, all of our level areas are made up of tiles, and these tiles are 240 feet by 240 feet typically, and so the whole dungeon is made up of those things. So you get we probably make 60 or so tiles for this set, and then every time you go into that Westmarch zone, it's going to feel different. The streets are going to go a different way. You're going to find different things along the way. Another interesting thing.
That's one of the new affixes there, the orbiter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You see all that lightning? There's a bunch of new affixes, and that's one of them.
Yep.
Our cellars, like that room that you were just in, those things can sometimes go pretty deep. In the first D3, most of those cellar things, they were basically just like a little one-room event. Some of these things have events that go in pretty deep. You can go 3 or 4 rooms deep on any one of them to have to complete an event. Some pretty cool, like longer events that have a lot of cool lore going on in them.
Cool. Yeah, so, I mean, of course, when you create, you're saying this randomly generated, yeah, there's no way you can get locked in. Like, there's always a path to the exit, naturally.
Yes, there's always a
path. But you don't know what kind of enemies are you going to encounter there, or is like also, is that randomized as well? Or is it more or less the same enemies, same bosses?
Well, it's from this act, I guess.
Yeah, you're going to get, like, typically, you'll get the same types of enemies, different populations and different amounts of guys. Like, you'll get, that will vary per play, and the also the other events that you run across within that zone, like those cellars, for instance. Like, you may run into, like, 5 different cellar events, like, by playing again, if you just re-rolled it. So, it is going to feel different every time. I think where you're going to get more of the feel, like maybe what you're talking about, that would be like the adventure mode type of thing. So you'd go into like one of those Nephilim rifts, and then it could have some of these monsters, and it could have, some skeletons, it could have whatever in there. We just kind of mix and match those things. But this is very themed up. We really wanted to kind of create this super dark gothic-y vibe for Westmarch, and keep all the monsters like so that you'd say, you know what, these guys, like Malthael is like doing his dirty work here, and and you got to go clean it up.
That's great.
Stuff died pretty fast actually, even for Torment 2. I feel like
it's just we're that good.
You guys are pretty geared too, I thought.
Actually, I think it's the monk that's geared.
The monk was geared, yeah.
I don't have that.
This monk is ridiculously strong.
Torment's actually different difficulties at different levels too.
So we just hit 61. I'm guessing. Stuff
it'll ramp up a little. At 70, Torment 2 has a different meaning than it does. It's one of those things you play by feel. Am I challenged? Should I up the difficulty? Yes, no, and then you do it and see how the game feels.
So this is one of those event rooms that you kind of get, it's a little bit, this isn't one of the longer ones, but it has like a couple of rooms, and, and each one of these things has like a little story in them. We tried to add a lot more of those in the expansion. Like, this thing has, you know, several hundred events throughout the expansion, and which is, you know, a lot more per area than we had in the regular D3.
Yep. There we go. I found an upgrade to a legendary, a yellow to legendary.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Okay.
Found a staff that does some more damage, but no socket, no extra ability.
Shrine, spawn,
there's always a trade-off.
Right.
For the chance of more.
Yeah, if you want to keep that, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I really like that.
Yeah.
What are these boots you got?
Unless you're low
more
on
damage
health or something, and you're trying to.
A lot, but then you don't take the shrine.
Yep,
you don't really need toughness right now, so I don't know.
I could equip it.
And also, do I even have max move speed? No. So I'm
and you're getting new gems dropping. I don't know if you noticed. I would just take those old ones and throw them on the ground.
Yeah.
This way.
This is actually James' account, so he'll get angry if I throw his stuff.
Oh, then throw all of it on the ground.
Yeah.
So yeah, just take it to the blacksmith and
just sell everything out. Yeah.
Hit escape,
He
type
doesn't
delete.
need that anyways. So, let's say someone is like a casual player, is starting to play right now. How more or less, how much time does it take him to get to 70? Like, let's not talk about Kungen, for example, that's rushing.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know, actually. The game has such a variety of difficulty, and everybody's gear is so different. Even a casual player can have a lucky weapon that lets them go faster than you'd think.
Yep.
So it's hard to say in terms of time.
Yeah, it just varies by play style, really.
But probably, like, if you're playing a few hours, you can already get to 70 so that you can enjoy adventure mode.
Yeah,
all that
if you're playing on normal, you'll be leveling much slower than you are now.
Yeah,
you're already
of
62 because you're getting, I forget what the exact XP bonus is at Torment 2, but it's pretty high.
It's quite a lot.
Isn't it 100% per Torment? So it's like 200% on Torment 2?
I don't remember the exact numbers because it goes up to 1600.
Oh, maybe it's 1200 then. And then just 1300 for Torment 3. And it's something like that, I think. I keep pressing piranhas over and over. I can't spam it like Acid Cloud.
Come here, buddies.
Whoa.
It's fine.
Rip.
What, did you die?
Yeah, I got smashed.
Those big smashy guys hit really hard.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh.
You didn't tank.
What?
Bruno.
I was tanking. I kinda need my spell that I removed, because...
Get rid of that guy.
Oh, and you're standing in bad stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I can't move away.
Oh, no.
Plague got you.
Yeah.
So that's...
You died?
Yeah?
You die, I die. Don't die.
Well... Okay, you ready?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, standing in Plague on Torment 2 is probably not a good idea.
Not a good idea, no.
Even when you're doing a lot of damage, you can still take a lot of damage.
You were slowed within that circle of that guy, too. That's
and I didn't have my Serenity.
So that Shadow of Death guy, they spawn extra ghosts on the screen, so you got to get rid of them quick.
Jesus.
I'm trying. You kill them, because I think that ghost keeps
Oh, yeah, you better.
About die.
Oh, your first elite pack in Torment 2 is not looking so easy.
No. What the hell?
It's because we hit 61. Okay. Oh, it's the Summoner of the Dead.
Oh, you're standing in the bed.
And they can't run away, yeah.
Okay, so here's something you can do if you want. Show players this new feature we added. If you hit escape, whoever the party leader is, you can actually lower the difficulty.
At top right, right?
Right.
And so that's new. That's a new thing we've added. So if you're having a hard time, you can make that choice. Now, if you're playing hardcore, that option is not there.
Yeah, naturally.
And you can keep hitting that button until you're down to normal.
Right.
So if you've made a really poor decision and you're way outclassed, then you can go as low as you can.
So nothing will despawn. I'll just, if I go to
so
this...
the monsters have now changed their hit points and your bonuses have changed and things like that. So
Right.
they're still probably going to be tough because it's Torment 1. They'll hit pretty hard.
Did you resurrect?
Yes.
Good.
You just wanted to show
don't stand
players
in the
what it's
molten
like
either.
to change your difficulty level, right? It wasn't that you
There you go.
could
So you're
play
doing a
on
lot
Torment
better at Torment 1, at least with those guys.
Things die faster. But naturally the loot also changes.
Right, and now you can't raise it. You're going to have to actually recreate the game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Because we don't want you just hitting that button for each fight. We want you to make a decision. Oh, that thing you just clicked,
Did you take
those
it
came out
wrong?
in patch 2. the
pool of radiance.
Bonus pool. So now we don't want to die because then we lose it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Pool of reflection
like
gives
right
you bonus
here, right?
experience. Exactly.
Yeah. But if you log out and then you log back in, you don't lose that.
Oh, really?
And you can have more than one. Like
you can have.
They stack.
I forget up to 10. I think.
Up to 10, I think. Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's funny when you ask me numbers, I'm like, oh my gosh, because we do a lot of tuning. And I remember the way things were a lot of the time. So it's tricky to keep everything straight when you're making that many changes.
Naturally.
Obviously, when we're at the office, I would just check, like, what did we put this at? Okay, good. That makes sense.
I heard some of the players that are... Oh, new event.
Go inside.
Inside?
Well, he found one outside, too.
Yeah.
So there's events that you can find
I'm coming out.
outside and inside.
So yeah, like I know that some of the players that were going to try to rush to 70 and get one first, they were trying to get all these pools in advance, just so they would have some easier leveling. So if you did that before this expansion, you might have an easier time.
Let's go back.
So, I don't know if you noticed, but you have a waypoint on your map now. It shows you where to go for your quest.
This one?
Yeah. I just want to do the event.
The event inside,
cool.
Yeah, I really like these events. They're like a quick boost of XP as well when you finish them. I really like them.
And you can get some pretty good loot too sometimes from them.
Okay, a lot of people do stuff, Bruno.
I'm pulling them together.
Excellent.
Come to me.
I'll put fishes on them.
Fishes. Love fishes.
I love the monk stuff that drags everybody in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really,
this
it's really
kind of
strong in group play.
And Cyclone.
In these kind of games, anything that allows you to move your enemies around is really powerful and entertaining as well, very rewarding.
Here we go, 62.
Yep.
Almost an upgrade on the yellow weapon.
Now you can upgrade your piranhas too.
Yeah. I want to trade
840 weapon damage is poison. That's excellent because I'm using poison gear. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
You guys have sound, right, in in-ears?
No.
No. Oh, yeah, you don't have any in-ears. Yeah. Because I would love to have some sound, because obviously you've added a lot of sound stuff.
Oh yeah, there's new music, all the monsters make new sounds, the new abilities have sounds. So.
Yep. I really like that stuff.
I can vaguely hear it in the studio speaker.
Right. By the way, in 5 minutes we're going to announce the winner of the contest.
Okay.
Of all the people sending their artwork and selfies on Twitter.
Jesse and I are hoping to win.
Yeah, if you want to do it, you still have 5 minutes.
I didn't see it on the screen though.
I think people might think it might be biased if you win a
Is that cheating?
Oh, what?
What are you doing?
I said,
now you're gonna get killed.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I have to disable the Windows here.
Man, I click on all the chests now, like everything. I get like, I've gotten so many legendaries just from the standard chest stuff.
Okay, oh, these guys are going to be bad. Look at that. Yeah, Fire Chains, Orbiter, Jailer.
Mortar. Oh,
Mortar.
Mortar.
Yeah, they got a lot of bad stuff happening in a tight corridor.
Are you doing fine?
No.
You almost got one of them.
Oh god, no,
It's
Jailer.
fine. No.
Jailer. Fetish, let's go. You got one. You got
He had the Bogadile on there, did he? Yeah, I didn't see him
Was there one up here?
No, I think they all died.
Yeah,
you got him.
That's good.
That exploding palm, I think, is a pretty good ability for
Yeah,
you.
it's pretty decent, right?
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Oh, wait, what was that? Oh no. Okay.
What are your guys' favorite classes?
Well, I have everything at 60.
Yeah.
I've played the game a ton, so it's hard to say. I mean, picking your favorite is tricky.
You
I have my favorite that I like right now.
I play Monk.
I'm playing a hardcore Witch Doctor currently, so it's a good time.
At work, I play all the other stuff, but when I'm on my own, I play my Monk all the time.
He hasn't gotten a lot of upgrades for you yet.
I got your legendary.
You got a legendary though.
I don't know if my mic's on yet. Hopefully my mic is on. But yeah, Bruno.
Yes.
Because this was like the test for you, wasn't it?
Yes.
Like, you know, like from what you've seen, and from playing a little bit of new expansion. And okay, you're not meant to share hello accounts, people, but unfortunately, because Bruno was like, I don't have the game yet, and he was like literally here on the show. What do you make of it? Do you think it's something that you'd enjoy a little bit more than just,
Are you watching me? I mean, I'm just...
You seem a little bit incorrect. I'm not gonna lie, but my monk is kick-ass.
Your monk is
pretty good. Yeah.
Like,
see, the thing about this monk that I found really interesting from playing it previously is I don't know if you'll notice with some of the gear, is actually it's got a 20% physical damage on the braces, which is a new kind of attribute that you can give it, and also 15% on the helm. So it's really cool because you can. I literally just went through and I was like, oh wow, I just found this. So you literally like you're 35% extra damage. So I was like, okay, what does physical damage? Where can I maximize my gear? And it allowed me to change the way the monk played. And some of the really fun legendary experience kind of attributes is that this bracer is so much fun because when you smash a destructible object, it gives you a burst of movement speed, which turns out to be somewhere around I think like 60%. So when Bruno breaks anything, he starts sprinting, which is like, and that's what I feel like the game is like. You're gonna have so much fun when you find new gear because it's not a stat upgrade; it's actually a difference
change of the game.
Kind of a quality of life.
Is that how you guys approach some of the legendary affixes?
Yeah, that's exactly it. We also looked at how do things interact together. So you can get a pair of boots that does damage, AoE damage with fire, and if you have those and those bracers, you're constantly breaking stuff without clicking anything, and you're just running fast a lot. So it's an interesting combination.
But you can even do that by going one of the mantras actually has AoE damage on it as well.
Well, the sweeping wind.
Sweeping wind as well.
That's what I use all the time, and when you have those bracers, it's just awesome. You're just cruising.
I mean,
so you guys just unlocked the Mystic. She's following you around now. She doesn't actually have her abilities, but she's following you and giving you some lore, and eventually she'll be ready in town for you.
I think Bruno needs to concentrate more on not dying. Though.
What?
I've seen a few deaths that could have been avoided. Have you guys been impressed with the game?
Well, I think
yeah, they died a couple of times.
We showed them how to lower the difficulty, which is a new feature. And it's good.
Took some hits on your gear, I think, is what happened there.
I'm gonna pay you back, James. I'm gonna pay you back. I promise.
The adventure mode.
Look at that, you're 63.
Adventure mode gives a lot of golden experience, right? Or bounties.
Yep.
So. I believe that even if you come into this game with very little gold, you're still going to get a lot out of the Mystic just by playing from the get-go. So, because I'm horrible with my gold, it's similar to real life.
So, how long did the giveaways take?
Yeah, I think we're going to be going into the giveaways in just a little moment. I believe backstage they're organising them.
Where'd he go?
And we also need to check
left. No, he's back.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, he disappears when I use my piranha.
He's probably already there. He's doing the fight right at this moment. That's how fast he is.
Well, did you see your piranhas now turned into a giant alligator?
It comes and eats them and takes them away.
Isn't that awesome?
It's really cool, but the unfortunate thing is you can't do any damage to them while they're gone.
It's kind
of
like
that a new rune?
Yeah, it's a rune for the piranha.
What do you call it? The Bogadao? The Bogadao. Oh, you got blown up.
Yeah.
It's gone.
No,
it gives you time to get your cooldowns back up.
True.
Yeah.
So you can actually teleport to other players.
Yeah.
So how much fun did your artists and your team have in creating these environments? Because for me, this new environments that you put in, they really feel kind of true Diablo, as you mentioned. Like it's very gothic-y feeling, it's very dark. I mean, was it a lot of fun seeing this come together?
Oh yeah, it was huge, and I think like the team got on board with like really quickly with every one of these things, beginning with like the West March, the whole vibe of getting back to that super gothic-y, dark kind of thing that, and fans were wanting more of that as well. So, the artists were really digging what, the lore guys were talking about making for West March.
What do you guys think of the environment, Bruno, Scriff, the new environment?
I quite like it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Like
I think everything
it's a Diablo feel.
It fits together very well. That's the thing. It's like you don't see anything that's kind of out of place. It all feels like it's a progressive immersion. Even when you change from a different place, like a graveyard, to a more city town, it's very progressive, and it doesn't feel like, oh, you're suddenly in a different place out of a sudden, which is pretty good.
Well, we're back in the studio with me, which basically means we get to give away some stuff, and the stuff is going to be the collector's edition of Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. And backstage, the production team have been working very hard to make sure they can get the right 10. You guys were amazing. You sent in like over hundreds, like literally, I think you hit over the 200s easily of selfies coming in. So we're going to take a look at those. So let's bring them up, and these are the winners. So first up, we've got the two little ones joining us. They're going to be happy. They're going to be like, yeah, collector's edition. So it's Boy Wonder 502, the first winner. Awesome entry. Next up, our second winner is going to be, he's not doing any work because Diablo's coming out. It's James Fowler 86. Make sure you can follow these guys on Twitter, by the way. Look, we're giving you their Twitter accounts and everything. So that's number 2. They're going to be super famous by the end of the show. Number 3, female entry. That's why production, you know, they just get sidetracked back there. They weren't really working really hard on the show. So they've picked Me Malie 97. That's how old she is, 97. Amazing skin cream over in Netherlands where she lives. And then we're going to have Martin Stohawk, going to be another winner here with his triple setup. He's getting involved, and he's definitely ready for the launch. And hopefully he's playing away, and hopefully he's really happy as well with his collector's edition. Next up, awesome hats. Bruno, you're a hat man.
I'm a hat
Look
man.
at that.
That's pretty nice.
Those are nice hats.
Yeah, they're matching.
Oh. He wins. Hermit the Crab. Good name as well. And then we have Dead Mez, looking very
You chose that because you're in the screen and it's only you.
It's a lot of these have got me in there. It's part of my PR team and backstage. They're like, this one looks good. We should get this one now. Another winner there. Let's move on. I think we're up to number 6 now. I'm guessing.
Oh, it's hard. 82, Bobo, 84.
They
Yeah,
told me to look at the preview screen, and now they show. There we go. Oh, I can't read that.
I will read it for you. You just just comment.
Bobo 19.
Yeah.
Sporting Metallica.
Yeah.
Awesome
and
picture.
A nice beard.
That is a good beard.
Aski Havi.
It looks like he's watching Beyond the Summit. I'm not sure he's watching our show.
No, it is. It's like from one of the.
Oh, it's one of the commercials.
Yeah,
I just thought that was Malini in the background.
Looks like Malini,
it does look like Malini. So we go Aski Haven, and then we have Alex AAH Nemo. People know kids win prizes. They are. Yeah. That's it. They're like, finally. You know, they don't talk.
To use them.
Yeah, they don't talk. They don't clean. They don't do anything. They just make a mess. But now, it's all worth it because they want your collector's edition. I'm sure they love their kids more than just that. And then we have our AJ Gura Gamer. I think that's his name, the Diablo. I think that is the last one.
I think
that's the last one.
That's the last one.
All right, so congratulations to all those, but also thank you so very much everybody who sent in pictures for our selfies. And we have some entries as well for the fan art, but because you guys are sending in so much, the production team will select the fan art off camera, and then they'll contact the winners directly through their magic of the internet. So if you've entered fan art and you want to find out if you will be contacted if you have one. So and I believe that was some Reaper of Soul t-shirts will be coming your way for that. But congratulations everybody on the collector's edition. They are signed, and that is awesome. So I've turned up without cue cards, but I know what I'm doing.
Where are your cue cards?
I think I left them somewhere. I really did. I was backstage and I was definitely checking in. I was actually watching you guys.
Right.
The narration was great, by the way. It was really nice to have you guys here and see what you say.
It's like real life developers commentary.
Yeah, players want us with every box so we can go explain like, okay, why did we do that? Here's the deal.
We need another person as well, just to stand behind Bruno and tell him when to press abilities. Maybe we can get someone from Blizzard like in the production room and just like
that'd be very helpful.
I've watched some of these streamers play, and I always try and learn like what their tricks are, and it really seems to be mash 1 through 4 as fast as you can. It works for some players.
Yeah.
Something is always happening that way.
Adopt it. All right, so I'm going to ask you guys well, I'm going to go to Kungun, but I'm going to ask you guys, you're more than welcome to stay up here if you want to hang out with Bruno and Scriff. I believe we've got just 15 minutes, so I'm going to go check in on Kungun, then I'll rejoin you. If you want to stay and just, it would be great if you could continue talking about the game when I come back.
Sure.
And then on the hour, we will be saying goodbye. We'll actually bring back our cosplayers as well, just to say a final goodbye. But for now, I think I'm walking away. So I'll let you guys continue playing and enjoying your game. I'll walk away, go say hi to Kungun. I don't know who's going to be on camera when this happens, but let's go check on Kungun. I hope I don't get him killed, so I'm walking off now. So I'll see you guys in a moment.
See ya, Jay. Take care.
Don't come back. I'm busy.
You're doing stuff without me.
Coming back.
There he is again.
In the chest.
No. Where's my legendary? You got one, now I want one.
The funny thing is that I don't want to get anything because I don't know what James has or what he wants or doesn't want to drop because of sentimental value or stuff like that. So I'm literally not looting anything right now. And there's probably something really, really amazing that he's missing out on.
Do you guys know how it is with the new crafting gear? Is it level 61 items and you just start salvaging right away? Do you know?
You can salvage the gear you're picking up right now. And then you can use those materials to craft new items. You have to train up your blacksmith to learn new abilities. Yeah. And then we're also dropping new recipes. There's a lot of new recipes, actually. Some legendaries and some sets, too.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I even saw there was, with the new patch, there came like legendary recipes for Reaper of Souls already. I have a piece of one. So we'll see how that goes. Did you get 63?
There you go. He's ahead of you.
Yeah, I've died too much.
Okay, so while we keep playing here, let's go watch what James is doing with Kungun, and maybe Kungun is doing an amazing job, or maybe he died. That would be funny as well, but let's go to them and see what's going on right there.
All right, guys, welcome. I'm in a very dark room with with Kungun, who's currently playing on hardcore. We do not have a live feed from his screen, but if you want to watch Kungun, just head over to twitch.tv/Kungun TV. That's Kungen TV. How was that for an intro, Kungun? Will you hire me as your PR manager?
Definitely.
Okay, definitely. That was a definitely. I need to use the mic.
Oh, sorry.
So you asked the lights to be turned off. I know that was you.
No, it's because my eyes are a bit strained.
Okay, and you've got to do 30 hours. That's what you said.
Exactly, but I'm probably going to do a bit shorter because this PC is lagging a lot.
All right,
so I have to get to my own PC when I can.
Let's verbally describe what you're doing. You've decided to go for Torment 1.
Yeah, Torment 1, yes.
Is that because you're playing hardcore, or you're just not that good?
Because we're playing hardcore. We need to test the game before we do it on a harder difficulty, obviously.
Okay, you're playing with a group of 4. You've got a monk, a witch doctor, 2 witch doctors, and you're the sork. How's the gameplay for you? Like, how's it panning out?
It's actually a bit harder than I thought it would be. Like, the first big boss we were fighting, he was actually doing a lot of damage, which I did not expect. On Torment 1, at least. Whoa. What the fuck was that?
Any close encounters?
Nah, I don't think anyone has been that close to dying so far, but losing half HP, yes.
Okay. So half HP. That for me, that would be scary on hardcore.
Yeah, pretty scary, but
how are you enjoying?
You're used to it.
How are you enjoying? Have you got any new loot?
Oh shit, that lagged. Yes.
Okay. It's getting intense.
I got 1 upgrade so far. A weapon.
Okay.
Let me see. I think was it legendary one-hander so far.
And you've also got one of the new abilities. You're using the black hole.
Yes.
How's that working out for you?
It seems to be really strong, especially if you solo, I think. But even in group play, it can save your group since the mobs can't attack when you use it. It's basically a black hole where you suck in all the mobs into the hole, and then they get hurt and they get immobilized for a bit.
All right.
Like now.
You're now against elite packs. I almost don't want to stay here any longer, just because if there's any death.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm going to walk away, okay? Okay, I'll be quiet. I'm going to go back downstairs. Kungun's fighting elites right now. You can check him out on twitch.tv/Kungun TV. Oh, he's doing hardcore. He's just got an upgrade. Look how happy he is.
Very happy.
He's very happy. We'll go back with the studio, but so far, looks good. He's enjoying it. Make sure you follow him on twitch.tv/Kungun TV. And we'll head back down now to Bruno and Scriff and Jesse and Dave to see how they're going.
Thank you, James. And we're back here in the graveyard. These are very tricky areas, we just said before. And now, Jailer on me.
Blue.
But it's fine. We can kill this guy. Scriff.
Where'd he go?
I'm dying.
Oh, there he is.
I'm not dying anymore.
He got eaten by your...
It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. We have control over
so
this.
I can CC other ones. Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oof. Yeah, you stand in the...
Done?
My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
No, not bad idea.
These are hard-learned lessons sometimes.
I'm pretty paralyzed.
Oh, I hate you.
Yeah, they keep grabbing you.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, get him.
I have the cooldown. Yeah, no.
You gotta use your epiphany and get over there.
Oh, I don't have epiphany now.
Oh!
Ah!
There you go.
So annoying.
Cool.
Kill the Jailer guy.
They're an intense fight.
Bruno. What are you talking about?
Him.
Well, the guy that's low.
There you got one of them, and now his bats are out there.
Oh no, they drop. Are the bats blue as well, Bruno?
Yeah, no, the bats are not. They're just standard.
So,
get away from fire.
How eager are you guys to go see some of the feedback and watch some of the players play?
Oh, intensely. I wish I was playing myself right now.
I know.
It's the only drawback for being here is that I don't get to play at launch. You know, and I can't wait to wake up and, you know, see what the U.S. players are saying, how that launch goes. There's probably going to be some things to talk about after the U.S. launch happens in LA. So,
to give you guys a little bit of information, actually, there will be a U.S. launch at 9 p.m. PST, and it's going to be really quite QA focused. So if you want to get more information, they're going to do that over on, I believe, twitch.tv/Diablo, and that's 9 p.m. PST. There will be a more Q&A. So you got your fill of Diablo for tonight, so plenty to go. But
I will say there will probably be some new information on that we didn't talk about.
You want to listen to that?
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Well, Josh was there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been fun. Thanks for having us. You know, watching these guys play and get into it is cool. Meeting the cosplayers has been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I've really been a big fan of Diablo ever since, and I think what you've done with this expansion has made it really enjoyable, and with the excitement now with a 9 p.m. PST, some new information coming out, I think you guys were holding some cards close to you, or up your sleeves, so we'll see what's going to happen. But
sorry, we're not too talkative.
No, it's okay.
Very busy.
There's important monster killing going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is this another scenario? What's that scary void in the middle?
So
it's kind of a mini boss, an event that's happening.
Yeah. Okay.
It's related to the story.
Right?
It's drawing all the souls in that
but I like my soul.
Minions are
take the big one,
taking
Bruno.
in the city.
I have it.
He's gone. And he's back.
I'm not sure I like this rune in this setup.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure I like your rune in this setup, where I kind of lost track of what's dead.
With the Bogadile, that's
yeah,
it's not for everybody.
Swallow that. It actually worked pretty good against the blues, because I just swallow one and it's gone for like two
Gets
seconds.
them out of the battle.
I like doing it on the corpse piles when you want to focus them. It's probably not the smartest idea.
Yeah.
So, Scriff, you're going to start a Crusader?
Yeah. I think I'm going to do what they said, as in hit 70 and then go for Crusader from there and do adventure mode, pretty much.
You know what? That's actually a bug right there. That shouldn't be able to swallow that.
Did you swallow the thingy?
That's like a static thing that you're supposed to be destroying.
And it's gone.
That's okay.
And it's back.
Okay, it's back. Okay.
We'll fix that.
Yeah. These things happen.
We're definitely going to continue to support the game.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. That's why you need Scriff in Q&A.
Yeah.
QA.
This is what happens when you have players playing it that haven't played. They do things you don't think of, and it's amazing.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of our running in when it first came out with the barb, and we just started running through everything without killing anything because we just wanted to get to Inferno.
So what we did, we had barb, and then we did the kind of spec, and it's really funny because we were the Scriff was the first one to do it on his barb, and then basically you charge through and you get health. And then we were noticing all over the world there were like people were telling us, oh yeah, there's like a thread in Korea on the forum about you guys abusing running a barb through the normal mobs to get to the bosses because of the regen of health. And then that started happening. But you know, over time, you know, characters change. And there's a legendary. All right, I think this is the last legendary of the show. We're wrapping up in just a moment. So this is the last legendary that we're going to be showing here. You want to...
Is it on my screen?
No, you need to link it in chat.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think they're watching you, aren't they, Scriff?
No.
The preview screen.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they are.
Oh, they switched.
The preview screen is
so
on Scriff. Here it is.
Identified.
The last legendary of our launch show.
Oh.
Well, you want to heal.
You didn't get a socket in that one either, but it's got some good damage on it.
Yeah.
You get some crit in there. This could be a contender.
A lesson for you here, Scriff. Keep playing, keep farming. And keep grinding the gear in the hack and slash. All right then, so we're going to be wrapping this up here, and we brought everybody back just to say goodbye. I would like to say, of course, thank you, first of all, Scriff and Bruno, for playing. I hope you enjoyed it. Kind of jealous. I'm looking forward to playing in just a moment.
We'll go home and play.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. Thank you also to all our professional gamers and celebrities that came on. We've got Kungun upstairs. You can follow him on Kungun TV over at twitch.tv. You've got King Konga you can follow. You had Moldran. You've also got a Fiend. They're all doing stuff. Some of them are racing. Make sure you follow their progress. Big thank you, Dave and Jesse, for coming down and giving us some great commentary and also insight and signing the collector's edition. And we've also got back, you might not recognize them, it's our cosplayers who get an extended thank you. It must have been a lot of hard work to get your costumes over it. I saw you, it looked like it took an hour to get in them. And even so, Martina's left, this is her natural hair actually. She didn't leave it on because of what her hair looks like otherwise. It's a natural hair. And I just want to plug you guys because you guys are awesome. So Martina Edsman, if you're into cosplay or want to find out more, you can go to facebook.com/marzis.cosplay stuff. So that's M-A-R-S-I-S. No dot? No dot. And then cosplay stuff. And you can find out about the lovely Martina, and also Andrew, who is brave, apparently, he's wrote here. And where can we find you, Andrew? It was facebook.com/, is that a Z?
No, it's S-I-Z.
S-I-Z.
Yeah.
And that's it?
Yeah, it says cosplay.
Right.
Simple.
Facebook.com/SIZ cosplay. So you can head there. So thank you very much for coming on. We're going to say goodbye now. We've got the smoke back, and apparently we're keeping it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the launch show. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. And we'll say goodbye and happy hunting for your legendaries, and more importantly, having fun.